committed to Michigan as he had entered the transfer portal. They'll miss him today. Quarterback duties are expected to be shared. He is the best of the unit. First team all Mountain West, a great runner. He possesses great hands attacking the football. He averages 16.5 yards per catch with 8 touchdowns on the year. Tight end Richie Anderson is a rising star as well. NIU's pass defense will have to try to contain him. On the defensive side, the Bulldogs allow 25 points a game at 350 yards. They run a 4-down look 70% of the time and are not expected to blitz, but about 13% of the snaps. They're very, very strong in the box, however. Linebacker C.D. Nomera is a beast with 97 total tackles. The transfer from USC is first team all Mountain West. Linebacker Malachi Langley was second team all conference with 75 total tackles. NIU must get hats on both these guys on the second level. And the back end, Cameron Lockridge, their best player by far, 5 interceptions, 7 pass breakups. He has also an older Porter. So NIU's got a couple guys they're going to test early in the secondary here this afternoon.
This has been the Husky Football pregame show presented by Brian Bemis here at the DeKalb Toyota. Let's go places. Coming up, the coin toss and the kickoff between NIU and Fresno State in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
You've been listening to the Toyota pregame show on the Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner, presented by the Costantino Law Firm, Country Financial, FNBO, Northwestern Medicine, and Brian Bemis Toyota of DeKalb. The countdown to kickoff is complete. And now it's time for NIU football on 94.9 WDKB.
Northwestern Medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern Medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Country Financial makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, auto, or more, their representatives will take the time to understand your specific needs and explain what options work best for you. Worry less and feel more confident knowing you're covered. Visit countryfinancial.com to get started today. Experience more with Country Financial. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
It's game time on the Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner. Exclusive coverage of NIU football is presented by the Costantino Law Firm. Bringing you the play-by-play of today's game, here's the voice of the Huskies, Andy Garcia.
We welcome you back to Albertson Stadium here in Boise, Idaho. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo. Here in the booth, Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines, and Peyton Adams. Back in the network studios, the captains are coming out the midfield. Jay Sean Prophet, Kate Haberman, Brock Lampy, J.J. Lippy. The captains for this one for NIU. Huskies wearing the road white jerseys, black pants with the black letters and numbers. Here's our official, Marshall Lewis. In a second, then we'll give us a coin toss. Terry Bonadonna is down there.
Here's our coin for today. Heads will be the famous Idaho Potato Bowl logo. Tails will be the team logos. Northern Illinois, you're on the visitors. What's your call? Called heads. Called heads, gentlemen. We have Mark Darrington for the coin toss. The call is heads. Call is heads. You've won the call. Sure. You want to defer to the second half?
Mark Lindo, there's a spud out there.
Northern Illinois has won the toss, selected to defer to the second half. Fresno State will receive in this end zone. Good luck, gentlemen.
So NIU will be on defense first as we go down to the sidelines. And Terry Bonadonna, your final thoughts, Terry, as we get ready for this bowl game.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a really fun one. You know, there was a lot of questions coming into today's game because both teams had lost a number of players to the transfer portal. But I can tell you, just being down here right now, how excited the people who are here today are to be here today. It's a really good atmosphere on the sideline. Spuddy Buddy, the official mascot of Idaho Potatoes, is down here, so that's exciting. He's having a great time. Hoping to get an interview a little bit later, guys.
Good stuff. Mark Lindo, about a minute away. Final game of the season. Again, as we talked about, Notre Dame's going to probably be the highlight, but you can go out with a highlight here, winning 2 straight bowl games. Trying to get this one against Fresno State.
Yeah, Huskies defer and, of course, take the defensive side. When you have one of the nation's best defensive units, you want to get them on the field. This team of 16 consecutive games has not given up more than 25 points. And check this out. On 12 games this season, the opponents average of less than 7 points a half in the second half. So this quite clearly is an elite defense under Nick Benedetto, and they want to make their presence felt early and often against 2 young, inexperienced freshman Fresno State quarterbacks. I expect Andy Garcia to see both teams utilize 2 quarterbacks here today.
Fresno State's the home team. They're wearing the all red.
Number 88 for Fresno State is now wearing number 93. Number 88 is number 93.
Bulldogs in the all red with the white letters, white numbers. Austin Bullock will kick it away for NIU. Bullock finishing up his freshman year from Bettendorf, Iowa. He'll kick it right to left, back deep for Fresno State. No surprise there, Magdalena, one of the top receivers in the Mountain West. And to the far side, to our left, it is number 81, Jordan Brown. Get ready for NIU and Fresno State to wrap off the 2024 season. Glad you could join us wherever you may be listening.
We are ready to get after it right now. See if the Huskies kick it away from Galena, arguably one of the best return men, arguably one of the best first-team all-conference in Mountain West receiving. They want to get him 8 to 10 to 12 at least targets here today, and we shall see how creative they are with their offensive coordinator. I believe Tim Skipper's going to call most of his own plays here this afternoon, and they will be in script for about 8 to 10 plays early on against this NIU defense that they have scoured with film over hour and hour and hour leading up to today's game, which was decided and put on the board on December 8th, just a couple weeks ago. Here we are on December 23rd, getting ready to get it on to call the bowl game from the famous Idaho Potato Bowl here in Boise. Here's the voice of the Huskies, Andy Garcia.
Thank you very much. Bullock runs up to the ball. He'll kick it right to left. High end over end kick. And it will be Brown that lets it go in the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Fresno State will start at their own 25, going left to right. We talked about how it could be 2 quarterbacks for Fresno State. We are expecting it to start to be with Jaden Mandel. Again, no quarterback on this current roster for Fresno State has started a game at a collegiate level.
Well, Mandel comes in a career 1 out of 3, 33%. And in those 3 passes, he has an interception. He's a local guy out of Clovis, California, so pretty close to he was a baseball star, but he switched to football. Here he is starting a bowl game.
Man in motion, handoff Donaldson to the left. Tries to get to the edge to the 30. Far side. Tackle made by Javon Berg. Gain of 5, bring up 2nd and 5 for Fresno State. So we just start out this first quarter here in Boise.
Donaldson, a true freshman of Visalia, California. He averaged 6.1 yards per carry, 2 TDs on the year, but he also caught 18 balls out of the backfield. He had 7 Division I offers, chose Fresno State, pretty close to his hometown.
3 receiver set. Galena in the slot to the far side on 2nd and 5. Mandel, handoff again, Donaldson. Tries to go to his left, not much there. Stood up, maybe a gain of 1. That defensive line stout in there. Kate Haberman, Jayshon Prophet, also Jaden Dolphin. And on the tackle, it'll be 3rd down for Fresno State.
Well, NIU's so stingy against the run, one of the best in the country, obviously, one of the best in the country, almost every category. And one category that they rank right up there with is 3rd down efficiency defense, number 2 in the entire country. The Huskies give up just 26% on 3rd down. Can they get off the field on the first series? We shall see if they dial up a blitz or stay in base defense.
It's 3rd and 4 for the Fresno State Bulldogs at their own 31, going left to right. Huskies showing blitz. Mandel in the gun, has Donaldson to his right. 3 receivers set, 2 to the far side. Now in motion to the near side, one of the receivers. Mandel gets a snap. has time. He's going to run right up the gut, close to the first down. He might be just short. At the far left hash, Devontae O'Malley made the tackle, and he's just short, about an inch.
I think they're going to go for it, though. Right now, if you're interim head coach Tim Skipper, basically, let's call it, his job's over after today. He's going to throw out everything today to try to win this football game.
On 4th and 1 from the Bulldogs 34. Mando clapped, did not get the snap. You saw a couple of the defensive end guys kind of jump and no flag on this 4th down. Mando, again, looks like the blitz coming. He got flinch. One of the Fresno State offensive linemen flinched, and that'll push back the Bulldogs 5 yards.
Well, what happened is Jordan Hansen, NIU safety, came way up into the box and made like a feint into the offensive line, and I believe that it was Fresno State's offensive lineman.
Offense, number 51.
There it is.
5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
And now they'll bring the front unit on, so the Huskies get the 3 and out in the hold. As they get the 3 and out, going to get the football back on the first series.
It was called on the center, Mose Babaho. He's a Mountain West honorable mention in the postseason. So, yes, that will make Fresno State punt it. 4th and 6. We played 2 minutes here in the first quarter.
So that I think, again, Jordan Hansen and Christian Furman, I think their movement up front challenged the discipline of the offensive linemen. They couldn't handle that discipline and the turnover on the 4th down.
Clay Lawrence kicks it away. Partridge to the near side. Fair catch caught at the Husky 32-yard line. So, again, NIU gets a 3 and out. And NIU will come out for their first drive of the first quarter. It's a 38-yard punt for Clay Lawrence, and it is Josh Holtz. Again, his 3rd start of the season for NIU quarterback, the walk-on. He's seen action in 6 games this season. He started versus Toledo, Ball State, and now gets to start versus Fresno State here today.
Well, the Huskies probably play 3 running backs today. We look for Holst right now to start things early and off with short passes. We'll see if they go any play action, if they go any run, pass, RPO motion here on 1st down.
1st and 10 from the old 33. Holst, play action. Rolls to his right, throws on the run, and it's intercepted midfield. It's picked off to the 40, 45, 30, down to the 25, inside the 25. Interception from Jaden Davis. And an early turnover for NIU puts Fresno State inside the 20 of the Huskies.
Well, that one, there was a play action pass, and he checked off on his underneath receiver to Holst, tried to throw that ball downfield about 18 yards, and Jaden Davis just sitting there. That ball basically hit him right in the hands in the 25-yard line with momentum, and the turnover, which I thought was one of the keys. The NIU needed to be +1 today. That goes in favor of the Bulldogs. The Huskies -4 on the season now.
It is marked at the 25. Ball set at the far left hash. 1st and 10. 12:27 to go first quarter, no score. 3 receivers set. In motion is James to the near side. Mandel, play action, has time, throws. Near side, wide open, Delana caught. Out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Magdalena had gotten wide open. The connection from Mandel down at the 4-yard line. So it's 1st and goal for Fresno State. It's a gain of 21.
And they don't go tempo very often. They go tempo today. We were told after a big play, and here they go. 21 yards pickup, and Delana with a well-run route.
Mandel, handoff, Donaldson to the right. At the 2, stood up, still trying to fight forward, still fighting. And then it's just a dog pile at the 1 on the near side. They're going to mark him down at the 1. It'll be a gain of 3. As Bryson Donaldson, the freshman from Gazelle, California,
Short of the goal line.
is going to be marked at the half-yard line. 2nd and goal for Fresno State. 11:40 to go first quarter after the turnover from NIU.
Donaldson runs so strong, 5'11", 207. He just kept churning.
Donaldson gets the pitch to the near side. He just bowls his way in. Touchdown, Fresno State. Bryson Donaldson, the sweep to the near side. And it's Fresno State with a 6-0 lead. It's the 3rd rushing touchdown for Donaldson on the season.
Well, what they do is they get the interception, set up a short field, and then Donaldson, after the big play to Delina, carries 2 times for a touchdown. NIU's defense had their backs to the wall, and this time could not hold.
As Fresno State sets up for the PAT, it's a weird formation. You got most of the line to the far side. NIU spreads it out. Mandel's the quarterback. He'll get the snap. He rolls to his right. He's under pressure, throws to the end zone too high. So it's really a 4-on-4 play as the rest of the pile is back in the top of the field. They throw too high, intended receivers. So it's 6-0 Fresno State, 11:29 to go first half. And we see a little bit of that craziness early from Fresno State after the conversion.
I think you usually see that in bowls, and you also going to see it in a bowl with a team that struggled scoring points, and also with a head coach playing his last game. He's going to let it all lay out.
Fresno State takes advantage of the Husky interception. We'll take the timeout. 11:29 to go. First quarter from Boise. It's Fresno State 6, Husky 0. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
The Husky Athletic Fund is proud to support Husky football and NIU's 400 student athletes across all 17 sport programs. Husky Athletic Fund donors make a positive impact on the success of NIU student athletes in competition, in the classroom, and in the community. Join the Husky Athletic Fund today. Call 815-753-1923 or go online to huskyathleticfund.com. Go Huskies!
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
Jersey Mike's is an official sponsor of NIU Athletics and the 2024 NIU Football Bowl game. Jersey Mike's uses only the highest quality of meat sliced right in front of you, piled high with the freshest toppings. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. Also, Husky fans, some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Scoring drive was a quick one. 3 plays, 25 yards. Donaldson out from 1 yard out after Jaden Davis interception. The big play, the 21-yard pass to Galena. Now, you got 2 pretty successful programs out here. NIU is in its 13th bowl game in the last 17 years. For Fresno State, this is their 4th consecutive bowl that they have played in. And ironically, both these teams met right here in 1990 with NIU with a really good win under Tom Matukowicz, interim head coach, after Jerry Kill had left for Minnesota. Huskies had a great one. Chad Spann, an excellent ball game. And the corporal, Jake Kaufman, had 3 sacks in that game. That was a fun one. Huskies came out after the game. It was snowing, and remember the Snow Angels on the field. What a sight that was.
11:29 to go first quarter. It's 6-0 Fresno State, and it's kind of the worst way to start a game, Mark, is you got the stop from the defense, and the first play, Holst throws the interception, and Fresno State takes an opportunity, scores, gets the 6, and see if you can come right back and see if that confidence of Josh Holst is still there.
Well, that's the best point we can bring is what kind of savvy, what kind of grit, what kind of confidence did Josh Holst have? That's his 2nd interception of the season in 82 attempts, and that one was just put up for grabs. Davis took advantage of that. Can he rally his team? Can his team rally around him on that first down RPO that the Huskies ran?
Dylan Lynch will kick it left to right for Fresno State. Bulldogs in the all-red shirts and pants. Line drive, end over end, and Cam Thompson's going to let go over his head. Goes out of the back of the end zone, so NIU will start their second drive at their own 25, going right to left. Down 6-0 with 11:29 to go, first quarter.
I think you'll see a run play here next, not just because of the interception, because that's what they're going to win the football game with, is their running game. And you're going to count on Malcor up front, Lippy up front on the left side, Zernich, these experienced guys at center, Champ, and Buss on the right side. The Cheeseheads from Wisconsin have played an awful lot of football. They will be difference makers today for NIU.
Kelly Johnson, the running back, behind Holst in the pistol. Hand off to Johnson to the left. Just inside the numbers. Gain of 3 up to the 28 to bring up 2nd and 7 for NIU. Just over 11 minutes to go first quarter. 6-0 Fresno State here in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
Kelly Johnson averages 5 yards a carry since he was inserted in the lineup midway through the season, has 4 touchdowns, and he is indeed has an opportunity to be one of the special backs in NIU history. Ontario Brown has missed, the last 4 or 5 games for the Huskies, not on uniform here today.
2nd and 7 for NIU. 2 receiver set. Again, handoff, Johnson cuts his way, left hash, past the 35, up to the 37-yard line. Nice gain for Tilly Johnson Jr., and the Huskies move the chains on the run from Johnson.
John Champ with a great job. He pulled and hit the linebacker at the point of attack. Big 76 got up front of him. Malcor with a nice block as well. And that's that punishing ground attack. Huskies 207 yards a game on the ground. Second best in the MAC behind Toledo.
Carmelo Ware, the running back for NIU, to the left of Holst. In the gun, 3 receiver set. Holst looks to his left, now looks to his right. Rolls, throws on the run. It's caught by Ware. Up to the 45, right at the first down marker on the far side to the 48. But Romello Ware getting in the action early for NIU, the freshman from Orlando, Florida. First down, I'm going to say just a little bit short.
And, of course, we expect to see Gavin Williams. We expect to see Jalen Poe. Thomas Hammock said to the presser yesterday that Romello Ware would get in there. We said, how deep can they go? And right away, his presence is felt. 9-yard pickup. Good to see Josh Holst put that right on his hands out at the boundary on a little bit of a wheel route.
Johnson back in, the running back, to the left of Holst in the gun on 2nd and 1. Play action. Holst tried to throw the slant. It's deflected at the line, incomplete. Holst tried to throw a quick pass, angling to the left, incomplete. So it's 3rd and 1 for NIU at their own 47. 9:31 to go first quarter. Fresno State up 6-0.
That was a little RPO as well, and that ball went right in the hands and knocked down by Jaden Davis. How about that? Who already has an interception. He was hoping that ball bounced up in the air and get number 2. Right now it's low pad level, get a little bit of surge and move the 6 on this 3rd down would-be run. Brock Lampley, a true fullback position. Huskies with heavy personnel in this game.
High formation. Holst under center on 3rd and 1. Handoff Johnson goes to his right. Just tries to fight for the first down. He might have got to the 48. We'll see. He had to get right to the line at the 48. Tilly Johnson went to his right. It's close. And Tilly Johnson is hurt.
He is. He's
Johnson's
dunking
not
out there
getting
now, yes.
He's up, but he's not really moving all that well. He's a little wobbly.
Yeah, he's a little wobbly getting up. He took quite a hit.
They have not set the markers yet. The ball is set right at the 48 on the far right hash. It is a first down.
I thought the line judge had signaled to move it. They're going to help Telly Johnson. That is the old-fashioned bell ringer.
Yeah, he's walking on his own back to the near sidelines for NIU, but you can tell he needs some help.
He's trying to get on his own. Heath Duncan, Ben Castor, and Maria Reyes all saying, no, we're holding on to you, young man.
So now we see a little bit so far of Romello Ware. It'll be 1st and 10 for NIU at their own 48, going right to left. 9-10 and counting first quarter. Fresno State up 6-0. It is Romello Ware back in there, the I formation, or a pistol now for Huskies. Receiver on each side in this 1st and 10. Holst, play action, has time, looking to throw, goes deep, far sideline, and it is incomplete. There was cover coverage on Cam Thompson on the far side. Incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10 for NIU, but the Huskies try to go long on first down.
Like the Huskies taking a shot. Well thrown ball in the back shoulder by Holst, but really good coverage into double coverage on the one-man pattern that NIU put right there, trying to utilize Cam Thompson's speed at the boundary. Just a straight go route right there.
It was Lewall Milzan and Dean Clark on double coverage on Thompson. Be 2nd and 10 for NIU at their own 48. Holst at the far right hash. Huskies going right to left. Down by 6 here in this first quarter. And in the pistol, it's Holst. Ware behind him. Handoff Ware to his left. Has room. Got an opening. 45 and is tripped up inside the 45. Check that. Jalen Poe on the run for NIU. Poe in there now. We've seen 3 running backs for NIU, and that's Poe. Get inside the 45. Down to the 43. It'll be 3rd and 1 for NIU.
Just a little bit of a stretch zone, the outside zone. You know how much that's been part of NIU's bread and butter, not this year, but for years to come. Really good push on the left side in that outside zone by Malcor and Lippy, and Poe did the rest.
Jalen Poe, a redshirt freshman from Dallas. 3 rushing touchdowns this season. He's been out due to injury. Holst under center on 3rd and 1. Ball's at the near hash. Play action. Holst under pressure. Now just running, trying to get to the first down marker. He's going to come up short on the near side. You got back inside the 45. They're going to mark him out at the 44. So it's going to bring out 4th and 2 for NIU. Under 8 minutes to go, first quarter. Fresno State up 6-0, and NIU will keep their offense on the field for this 4th and 2.
Huskies have put in a heavy package. They had basically 3 tight ends and a fullback. Everybody expecting run. Fresno State didn't bite. Give them credit for that. Keeping their eyes defensively. Now NIU is going to break, go the huddle, go the line quickly.
On 4th and 2 at Fresno's 44. Pulse, play action. Again, rolls to his right. Throwing. Caught. Grayson Barnes has enough for the first down. Reaching to the first down on the far side. Down at the 41. Grayson Barnes had a big bowl game last year down in Montgomery. You see what kind of game he has here in Boise, but it moves the chains for NIU.
105 yards at Montgomery last year. Grayson Barnes was stellar. I expect him to be good today. Good job by Holtz. Give credit where credit is due because he let Barnes get out in the route. Well executed play on 4th down. Huskies go back-to-back pass plays, would-be pass plays when everybody in the ballpark thinks it's going to be a run. Huskies continue to drive now. Time of possession, NIU's had it 3:20 to 12 seconds, but Fresno State has a touchdown.
1st and 10 for NIU. Bulldogs 41, going right to left. And Coach Ham is going to call for a timeout before this first down play. Didn't like what he saw in the formation.
First charge timeout, Northern Illinois.
It'll be immediate timeout. We will take it as well. So Huskies convert on 4th down. It'll be 1st and 10 for NIU at the Bulldogs 41 when we come back. 6:52 to go, first quarter from the famous Idaho Potato Bowl Boys. It's Fresno State 6, the Huskies nothing. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
Welcome to the Make It Jingle with Kris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyota thoughts.
Hi.
So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 2nd. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyota Fun, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Constantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at ConstantinoLaw.net.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
Papa John's Pizza is a proud sponsor of NIU Athletics. NIU fans get $5 Papadillas every day. Order online and use promo code NIU5PD. NIU fans also get half off all pizzas the day after a Husky win. Promo code NIU. Also, Husky Sports Network, presented by Constantino Law Firm, official law firm of NIU Athletics. Here in Boise, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, 6:52 to go. First quarter, Fresno State 6, Huskies nothing, but Terry Bonadonna, Huskies have the ball. They just converted a 4th down. Hopefully they can get some points here on this second drive.
Yeah, this has been a big drive for NIU so far, responding to that Fresno State touchdown, turning the momentum a little bit. It felt like they needed to put together a good drive, whether or not there are points. When we're talking about momentum, there is certainly an opportunity for NIU to seize it, in part just because they've got a bigger crowd here, no question. I'm biased a little bit. I'm standing on the NIU sideline right in front of the NIU fans, but definitely a bigger contingent of DeKalb faithful traveled here compared to the Fresno State fans. It's a little surprising considering Fresno's coming from a lot closer, but I think the atmosphere today would indicate that a little bit more of an excitement for NIU right now.
You know, we talked about that 2010 game that NIU put up 40 points, and Chandler Harnish was the MVP of that game. The opposing quarterback of the team was David Carr, now the New Orleans Saints, so a couple nice quarterbacks in that football game. Here's our 4th running back of the day for NIU as Gavin Williams checks in. So Thomas Hammock's hit a grand slam with his running backs right now.
Telly Johnson got hurt a couple plays ago. He's still in the tenant according to Terry Bonadonna. So you see Gavin Williams come in, 5th-year senior from Altoona, Iowa, on this 1st and 10 for NIU at the Fresno 41. Handoff, Poe Check that. Williams to his left inside the hash marks. Gavin Williams gets his first carry down to the 39-yard line. Gain of 2, bring up 2nd and 8 for the Huskies.
You know, Gavin Williams is such a special football player. Obviously, he was impactful at Iowa in the Big Ten. Then he comes here, and he's been able to catch the ball out of the backfield. He's got like 3 100-yard rushing games. He's a very, very smart football player. He makes everybody around him better. And anytime he's on the field, NIU is a better football team. Good third down back, best blocker back there.
Poe, the running back now, to the left of Holst. Hand off Poe, up the middle to the 37-yard line. Gain of 1 to bring up 3rd and 6 for NIU. Under 6 minutes to go, first quarter. Fresno State 6, Huskies nothing. Here in Boise. Substitutions for both teams on this 3rd and 6 for NIU. On the blue turf here in Boise. Josh Holtz, redshirt freshman from Marengo, Illinois. We'll bring him out. Huskies spread it out. 4 receiver set, 3 to the near side. Now Barnes in motion to the far side. Holtz has Poe to his, check that, Williams to his left in the gun. Huskies continue to change running backs. Holtz looking to throw, pumps once. Now he's got some room to run on the near side. 30, 35, 20. Then he's tackled near side, inside the 20 at the 17-yard line for Holtz. It's a gain of 20 for NIU, and it's Josh Holtz using his feet to get in the red zone for NIU.
And that is his added dimension because he made a good decision there, not trying to force the action. There was good coverage on the back 7 of Fresno State. Holtz saw that, and it was man-to-man coverage, so everybody's looking at their man, not the football. Holtz had a big seam, picks up 19, 20, whatever you want to call it. Huskies inside the red zone.
Gavin Williams on the far right end of the line as Poe is the running back with Holtz under center. 1st and 10 for NIU at the Fresno 17-yard line. Holtz on the jet sweep to Lynch to the far side. Tries to cut to the edge, does not. He's taken down at the 19. It's a loss of 2 on the play for Lynch. Justin Lynch, redshirt junior.
Justin Lynch seemed like he could have cut back against the grain on that. Fresno State held contain on the outside with their linebacker and wouldn't let Justin Lynch get back to the inside.
That was Dean Clark, who played in this game back in 2021 when he was at Kent State. He had 13 tackles versus Wyoming in that game on this 2nd and 12 for NIU at the Fresno 19. Holtz waits. Now it's just going to run on the far side, down the sideline at the 15-yard line. He's just kind of holding it there, moving to his right, and then made the attempt to run down to the 15. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for NIU with 3:50 to go, first quarter here in Boise. 6-0 Bulldogs.
Husky drive started with 11:29 to go. So you talk about time of possession, ball control. NIU's just chewing clock. At this point, no points to show.
Bryant, Williams, the receivers on the far side now. Gavin Williams in motion to the near. Tavis and Apple get the receivers in there on this 3rd and 8. Holtz, shotgun snap, throws to Williams, screen. 15, taken down at the 12. Tried to cut it up at the near left hash, but short of the first down the game. And NIU will try a field goal on a 4th and 5 at Fresno State's 12.
Cannawillow 15 out of 23 on the season. Long of 50. Unfortunately, Huskies have had 5 placement kicks blocked field goal-wise this season.
It's a 29-yard attempt. Ball set just inside the near left hash. Hold. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So Cannon Riddle makes field goal number 16 of the season from 29 yards out, and it's now Fresno State up by 3, 6-3. Take the timeout here in Boise, wrapping up the first quarter of the 2024 famous Idaho Potato Bowl. 6-3 Fresno State with the lead. Stay with us here in Boise. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Husky fans, on game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea hard iced tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea hard iced tea. So don't forget, look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted, DeKalb. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
2:45 to go, first quarter here in Boise. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Fresno State 6, Huskies 3. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. Peyton Adams back in the network studios. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification as you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law from Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
WDKB DeKalb. A Midwest family station.
Fill your game day cooler with the refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Smooth, real brewed tea with a 5% kick of alcohol. Proud to be the official hard tea of NIU Athletics. Go Huskies.
Hey, how about that scoring drive? Cannonball 29-yard field goal. You would have liked to have gotten into the end zone with 2:45 to go to half. The Huskies had the football 16 plays, 63 yards, and 8 minutes and 44 seconds of time of possession / ball control on that drive, finally putting points on the board with 2:45 to go in the first.
NIU came into this game 8th in the nation in time of possession, 32 minutes, 52 seconds. And as Mark just said, another long drive for NIU. Didn't get the 6. NIU got the 3. 6-3 Brett Fresno State. Up 2:45 go first quarter as Austin Bullock will kick it away again. Deep for the Bulldogs. It will be again.
Fresno State number 88 is now number 93. 88 is now number 93.
Yeah, NIU came into this game having run 126 more plays than their opponents. That is a telltale sign of ball control, including they now have 62 more first downs on the season.
Bullock kicks away right to left, high end over end kick. It will be Brown who catches at the 4. Up to the 10, 15, angles to his right. Now at the 20, and he's taken down just past the 20, and there's going to be a flag on the play. This may be brought back a couple yards. And marked down at the 21, but is a push in the back or a hold on Fresno State. We'll get the call from referee Marshall Lewis.
During the return, holding, return team number 86. 10-yard penalty, first down.
So that will push them back, and that's a good sign for this NIU defense, which overall so far in this first quarter, really good on that first drive of Fresno State, went 3 and out, and then they were put in a tough position after the turnover for NIU.
Yeah, you're trying to back the walls. You start the second possession after the interception at the 25-yard line. One big pass play to their all Mountain West wide receiver, Magdalena, and they were knocking on the door before Donaldson ran it in a couple times from 1 yard out.
It's now Joshua Wood, the quarterback for Fresno State, has Donaldson to his right on 1st and 10 from their own 10. Donaldson gets the handoff, comes to the near side, got the edge. Check that, it's a quarterback keeper from Wood. Kept it, got to the near side. Close to a first down. They're going to mark him out right at the 20. It's going to be a first down for Fresno State on the first run on the first play for Joshua Wood, the sophomore from Graham, Washington.
He did not play his first 2 years at all. Came in just as a runner this year.
Quick play. Donaldson up the middle, up to the 30, taken down by Nate Valcarcel, but not before another big gain for Fresno State. Move the chains again. They mark him down at the 33-yard line of Fresno State, going left to right, a gain of 14.
So their running game has been almost non-existent this year. Hensley checks in right now, Mark Hensley, but they've been able to effectively run the football here their first couple drives, second and third drive.
Fresno State up to their own 33, going left to right, ball set the near right hash. Play action. Wood's going to throw. Has time, throws. Middle of the field, has Delana open. It's caught inside the 15, taken down by Nate Valcarcel, but not before another big play to Magdalena, the first team all Mountain West selection. It's a gain of 41. And again, Fresno State in business.
He had one-on-one coverage, and he had to wait for that football. It dropped right over his head like a teardrop. Good passing catch, one-on-one coverage, and they win that battle.
Ball at the 13 of NIU to our right. 1st and 10 for Fresno State, trying to add to a 3-point lead with 1:14 and counting to go first quarter. And it's Wood. Fakes it. He'll take it right up the gut to the end zone. From 13 yards out. Again, a little RPO, just a fake handoff, and it was wide open in the middle. And Wood gets the touchdown for Fresno State. It's 12-3 Bulldogs with the PAT to come with 1:08 to go in the first quarter.
Pretty amazing after the very first drive. NIU's defense looked like who they are, one of the best in the country. Last couple drives, Fresno State being able to run the football effectively. They've had 2 huge pass plays, one on the first touchdown drive, and then this one to be a big part of their scoring drives.
Lynch comes in for the PAT. It's up, and it is good. That is the way teams have beaten this NIU defense, right? Big plays, Mark. We've seen 2 of them here so far as Fresno State takes the 10-point lead, 13-3. Here with 1:08 to go in the first quarter, we will keep it here. Mark Lindo, a little surprising again with Fresno State. The Bulldogs have had a lot of transfers. We've seen them have to make some changes. And you talked about Tim Skipper being out after this game. They've had at least 15 players in the portal, including 7 starters, a lot of them on the offensive side. But you couldn't tell right now. They're up by 10.
No, they have, we mentioned it on our scouting report, 5. No less than 5 wide receivers out. But the best of them, Deleta is back, and he's doggone good. And you know what? He's got one-on-one coverage twice. And you know that they're going to have to make some adjustment with help over the top. That time it was El Carso one-on-one, a safety, trying to be with him all the way downfield. And how about Wood, who's not supposed to be a good thrower? He put that ball right on the money over the top.
He'd only thrown 5 passes all year. He was 2 of 5.
And an interception coming in. Now he's 1-on-1. And that long pass to Deleta, who's having a heck of a day already.
Lynch kicks it left to right, high, end over again. Tomlinson picks it up at the goal line. He'll take it out. 5-10, tries to go to his right. Fresno State on the hunt. He's going to be taken down from behind at the 14-yard line on the far side. NIU will try to get something going, down by 10. 13-3 Fresno State with exactly 60 seconds to play first quarter. And Telly Johnson is back in.
Along with Gavin Williams, so the Huskies will be 21 personnel. That means 2 backs, 1 tight end in the football game in this particular alignment.
Huskies going to start their own 14 going right to left. Ball set the far right hash. Holst with 3 with him, 3 backs in the backfield with him. Holst in the pistol, Johnson behind him. Hand off Johnson, tries to go right up the middle. Not much there. Taken down at the 15, gain of 1 to bring up 2nd and 9 for NIU. Huskies have to at least get 1 more play off in this first quarter. Down by 10.
That was Langley, the linebacker, 75 tackles coming in. They have 2 of the best linebackers in the league. He was everything preseason. He had 13 tackles a couple different times in his career. 318 career tackle. He starts each and every game that he has been available. 58 career.
2nd and 9 for NIU at their own 15. Ball set at the far right hash. Hand off to Telly Johnson. Tries to go to the far side. Nothing there. Taken down for a loss. It'll be a loss of 2. Back at the 12-yard line, between the 12 and the 13-yard line for NIU. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Huskies, and that should be the final play of the first quarter. As Fresno State has come out with the momentum, they get an early interception, the turnover, they turn it into 6, and then another rushing touchdown from an unexperienced quarterback as we go to the second quarter here in Boise, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. It is Fresno State 13, the Huskies 3. Come back for second quarter action here in Boise as you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Northwestern medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine, and our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub, you get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
Gear up, game on, and give it up to your Huskies every time you pay with your free NIU Visa debit card, only with free checking from FNBO, a proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it! Get yours today at fnbo.com/Huskies, member FDIC. Also, Northwestern Medicine is proud to be part of your community, offering world-class care at 12 hospitals and more than 200 locations across Chicago and Northern Illinois. Back here in Boise, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. We start the second quarter. It's Fresno State 13, Huskies 3. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. Peyton Adams down and back in DeKalb in the network studios. And we go down to the sidelines. Terry Bonadonna, not the 15 minutes we were looking for in that first quarter.
Not the 15 minutes we were looking for, not really the 15 minutes we were expecting either. I'm kind of shocked, to be honest, at how comfortable both of those Fresno State quarterbacks looked in the first quarter, considering neither one of them had ever started a game before. Both of them looked excellent on the deep ball. Both of them looked comfortable in the pocket. It'll be interesting to see how this one goes the rest of the way as far as how Fresno State decides to delineate responsibilities between those two guys. I think Josh Holst has been looking a little bit more comfortable, at least from field level, ever since that initial interception. So we'll see if he's able to turn around his game here in the second quarter.
Holst in a tough situation around 3rd and 12 because with his inexperience, yes, this is his third start, but he really needs to play in front of the sticks like every quarterback obviously does, but not really the prototype drop back passer. He does a better job on the move, does a better job creating with his feet. And now in a would-be must-pass situation, Holst has to make sure that sometimes you understand a punt is a good thing. And you want to make a play, but you don't want to force a play right here if you're NIU.
NIU will be at their own 12-yard line, be 3rd and 12. They'll be going left to right. And here we are, the blue turf. Huskies in the road white jerseys. Black letters, black numbers with the black pants. Fresno State in the all red. Red helmets, white letters, white numbers.
Barnes and McElroy would be your tallest and toughest targets right now on anything over the middle or any fade to the boundary.
Holst will be in the gun. Williams to his right. 4 receivers set. As we start the second quarter for a 3rd and 12 for NIU. To our left. Holst gets the snap. Has time. Now under pressure. Has to roll to his right. Throws on the run. It's caught by Barnes. Tiptoeing. Got 1 foot in. It's a catch. He's short of the first down by 2 yards. He's up to the 22-yard line near side. So it's 4th and 2 for NIU.
Barnes did a great job getting the foot down, making this a 4th down situation. Huge right now on your own 23-yard line. Will Holst try to draw him offside first? That might be the first key here.
Ball set at the near right hash on a 4th and 2 for NIU at their own 22. Holst under center, I formation. Holst gets the snap. Handoff. Johnson tries to go up the middle, and he's got it for the first down. They push the pile forward past the 24. And how about the gutsy call from Thomas Hammock on 4th and 2 from their own 22, and the Huskies move the chains.
Well, you know, analytics tell you on 4th and 2, you go for it depending on what part of the field you're on. Your own 22, and you're trailing already in this football game. The Huskies push just enough to move the chains and keep the drive alive.
2 receivers to the far side on this 1st and 10 for NIU at their own 24, going left to right. Ball set at the near right hash. Holst in the pistol, turns to his right, hands to Johnson. Angling to the near side, up to the 25. Goes to the 25. Might just be short of the 25-yard line, so not much there for Telly Johnson. 2nd and long for NIU. 13:30 and counting to go. Second quarter here in Boise. famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Fresno State up 13-3.
Well, I tell you what, it has been a grind. What I mean by that is NIU using play clock, going to the huddle, not in any hurry, getting 2, 3, 4 yards a chunk. They do have 5 first downs. Negation-wise, no explosive play for the Huskies as of yet.
Partridge and Barnes, the receivers to the far side. Hulse, play action, throw slant. Caught with Don Bryant up to the 45-50. He's tripped up just past midfield on a quick slant to LaDon Bryant. His second catch of the season, and it's past midfield for NIU. It's a gain of 28.
Well, here's a coming out party. He is a fine target. Good hands, 28 yards there on the skinny post. It was by design that they were going to challenge Jakari Embry, number 17. That was part of the game plan. They found that one-on-one matchup, and that was probably Hulse's best ball of the day, hitting Bryant right out of his break.
1st and 10 for NIU at Fresno's 47, going left to right. Ball set near right hash. Handoff to the near side. It's Poe. Gets inside the 45. Gain of a couple. Clock continues to run. 12-13 and counting. Second quarter. Fresno State up 13-3.
Huskies continuing to utilize what we call pin and pull. That's go ahead and blocking down, then pull from the weak side. It was right on that play at the point of attack. None other than J.J. Lippy, who was part of the press conference yesterday, a fine senior stellar lineman for NIU. Pin. He pulled from the left side and led that run.
Johnson, the running back now in. He gets the handoff. Coming to the near side. Tries to get the edge. Does not. Gets down to the 41-yard line. Gain of 4. Bring up 3rd and 4 for NIU. You've seen Telly Johnson. You've seen Jalen Poe, Gavin Williams, even Justin Lynch on a jet sweep. Hulse has had some good runs so far.
And Romello Ware, so 5 different. And Hulse, 6 different people have statistically rushed the football for the Huskies already, and there's still 11 minutes and 18 seconds to play in the first half.
Another big 3rd down, no, for NIU. 3rd and 4 from Fresno's 41, going left to right. Ball set near right hash. 3 receivers set to the near side. Williams, the running back to the right of Hulse, in the gun. Handoff Williams, looking for space right up the gut. Breaks 1 tackle, gets to the 40. But again, NIU will be 3 yards short of the first down marker. It'll bring up 4th down. NIU down by 10. 10:47 and counting here in the second quarter.
Field position-wise on 4th and 3, this is an easy call. You're between and betwixt. You certainly cannot kick a field goal. And from 40 yards out, if the ball went in the end zone, you've really only gained 20 yards on this.
It's a 5-receiver set. Hulse all alone in the gun. 3 to the near side, 2 to the far. Now Williams in motion. He's going to come back into the backfield with Hulse on 4th and 3 from Fresno's 40. Holtz gets a snap. Pressure comes. Throws. Far side. It's caught. McElroy inside the 35. Down at the 34. It's a gain of 6 from Andrew McElroy, the senior, and move the chains for NIU.
I tell you what, Hulse looking more and more comfortable. Confidence is self-imposed. They ran Bryant on the outside. Then McElroy on the inside. A little bit of out pattern. His confidence is self-imposed right now. What I mean by that is Hulse, he's his own best friend, but he's a little bit of rhythm right now.
NIU 3 of 3 on 4th down conversion so far. Huskies at the Fresno State 34, going left to right. 1st and 10. Be a handoff to Johnson. Tries to break a tackle, but he could not. He's tripped up right between the hash marks at the 33-yard line. Gain of 1. 2nd and 9 for NIU. 9:32 and counting. Second quarter. Huskies down 13-3, but have the ball.
This drive is now 6.5 minutes long after they went, over 8 minutes to get that field goal. So ball possession, ball control has not been a factor.
On this 2nd and 9, again, NIU on the blue turf. Ball set just inside the far left hash at the 33 of Fresno. 2nd and 9. Holtz, again, waits for the snap. Gets it. Good hold of the line. Throws far side. Caught by Johnson. Tries to break 1 tackle, and then he's pushed back. We'll see where they give him forward progress. Officials are going to mark him down at the 31-yard line. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for NIU as they try to get out to Telly Johnson Jr. and do.
And this is a situation on 31-yard line, 3rd and 7. then you're calling two plays, right? I mean, you're going for it, so you have two plays. This call should be designed to, make it the 4th and 2 or whatever. All you need is pick up 4 or 5 on this 3rd and 7.
Hulse in the gun's got two receivers to the near side. Williams to him in the backfield. Hulse again will roll to his right. Hulse thinking about running, now just trying to get to the edge, push out of bounds at the 29 of Fresno State. So it's going to be 4th and long to gain it 2. So it's 4th and 5 at Fresno's 29-yard line. 13-3 Bulldogs. And now what does NIU want to do? They're going to go for it on this 4th and 5. As I told you, Huskies 3 of 3 so far on 4th down.
Gavin Williams with a nice hit on Malachi Langley. They're all Mountain West Conference linebacker. But Langley basically fought off that block. Hulse probably could have cut that back to the inside, opted not to. We have another 4th down play.
4 receivers set, 3 to the far side on 4th and 5 from Fresno's 29. Hulse throws a slant. It's caught. Grayson Barnes inside the 20, still on his feet. Inside the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Grayson Barnes, another big play. 14 yards on 4th down. And again, the Huskies continue to drive.
Grayson Barnes having a coming-out party in the ball game like he did this year. I thought he needed to be really good today. That's his 3rd catch, and they've all been big catches at big times. On time, on target right there, Josh Hulse, who after being picked on the very first play of the game, since then he's 8 of his last 10.
Jalen Poe, the running back. Hulse under center. 1st and 10 for NIU at Fresno's 15, going left to right. Hulse play action. Has time. Protection. Hulse throws. Far side. It's caught. Barnes at the 5, and he's taken down. Check that. Jake Applegate with the catch on the far side. Down at the 5, just short. I'm going to mark him just short of the 5-yard line, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 1 for NIU as Jake Applegate gets his 3rd catch of the season.
He was dinged a couple weeks ago, missed a few weeks in a row back there. That's the old throwback to the tight end, something they worked on big time here the last couple weeks. Actually pretty good. You got kind of a free down here on 2nd down and we're incredibly short.
2nd and 1 at Fresno 6. Poe's the running back to the left of Hulse in the gun. Demopoulos in motion to the far side. Hulse, handoff, Poe up the middle. Taken down at the 4. At the far left hash, but enough for a 1st down. So it's 1st and goal for NIU at the Bulldogs 4, 6:10 and counting 2nd quarter. Huskies trying to cut into a 13-3 Bulldogs lead.
This drives, I keep checking my own math. This is over 10 minutes. I mean, crazy. This is insanity of ball control.
Substitutions come in for Fresno State late. Telly Johnson, the running back, behind Hulse in the pistol. 1st and goal for NIU at the 4 to our right. Handoff Johnson. Cuts up down to the 1. At the far left hash, taken down at the 1. Gain of 3. 2nd and goal for NIU to our right. 5.5 and counting, 2nd quarter.
Applegate checks in, so the Huskies going to go with a heavy package right here. You'll see 3 tight ends, probably a true fullback. We'll see if Lampley checks into the lineup here. Got about 1.5 yards to pay dirt and find the end zone for the first time today.
It's Telly Johnson Jr. behind Hulse in the pistol. Quick snap. Hulse, play action. Hulse coming to the near side, looking to throw. She's going to throw it away on this near side. Incomplete. They're going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 2.
I think Brock Lampe was supposed to get out into that route and a play action, but he got knocked to the turf. Basically, they thought he was making a block. He went down to the turf. I think he was going to be the primary receiver, and thus the whole play just flat out broke down there as Fresno State continued to try to make whole substitutions. Their defense a little bit gassed, but all they could do is make one more stop.
3rd and goal from the Fresno State 2 to our right. Also at the far left hash. Huskies in the I formation. Hulse under center. Gets a snap. Handoff Telly Johnson Jr. trying to push the pile forward. He stood back. Down to the 1, and it'll bring up 4th and goal for NIU at the 1-yard line. Under 5 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. 13-3 Fresno State. See if NIU can go 5 for 5 and 4th down plays in this first half.
You didn't expect that touchdown to come in easily, did you, on 4th down or 3rd down? And this is a big play, not just because of the touchdown, but you have to get some points after what's been an incredibly good drive. get those points up on the board. This is a game situation.
It's 4th and goal from the Fresno State 1 to our right for NIU. Ball right between the hash marks. Pulse, hand off Johnson. Up the middle. Tries to get to the line. I think he's short. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They're marking him down at the half-yard line as Johnson tried to go to his left, tried to spin back to his right, and he stopped. And Fresno State.
The runner was short of the goal line. First down, Fresno State. Timeout on the field.
Big stop for the Bulldogs. We'll take the timeout as NIU got down to the 1 and couldn't finish on 4th down. Timeout. 4:15 to go, second quarter. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl in Boise. Fresno State takes over 13-3 to lead over NIU as you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa debit card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa debit card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
Papa John's Pizza in DeKalb is a proud sponsor of NIU Athletics. NIU fans get $5 Papadillas all season long. Order online and use promo code NIU5PD. NIU fans also get half off all pizzas the day after every Husky win. Order online and use promo code NIU wins the day after a Husky win. Better get you some. Papa John's.
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
Jersey Mike's is an official sponsor of NIU Athletics in the 2024 NIU Football Bowl game. Jersey Mike's uses only the highest quality of meat, sliced right in front of you, piled high with the freshest toppings. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. Also, Country Financial makes it insurance easy. Worry less and feel more confident with insurance designed to meet your specific needs. Visit countryfinancial.com to get started today. Experience more with Country Financial. 4:15 to go, second quarter. Fresno State up 13-3. They take over Mark Lindo after NIU with a long drive that can't get points on 4th and short.
This is actually somewhat hard to believe. NIU just ran 20 plays. NIU just went 85 yards. NIU just had the football for 11 minutes and 45 consecutive seconds and came up empty at the 1. On the football game now, the Huskies have run 36 plays to Fresno's 10. Yet Fresno with a 2-score lead. None of those things add up, guys.
Pretty crazy as NIU now see if they can get a stop quickly. NIU does get first possession in the second half. This ball is just short of the goal line. Fresno State is inside their 1 going right to left. Under center is quarterback Joshua Wood. He's just going to try to run it right up the gut, just get anything he can. And he does up to the 5-yard line. Gain of 4 on first down. 2nd and 6 for Fresno State. Just over 4 minutes to go here. First half. The Bulldogs up 13-3.
See, that's a good push by their offensive line. Literally 1 foot from their own goal line, and they quarterback sneak, and he gets 4 yards out of that. Good push up front. Good low run by the quarterback as far as his center of gravity.
2nd and 6 for Fresno at their own 5 going right to left. Ball set right between the hashes. Wood gets a snap. Handoff Donaldson. Tries to break some tackles up to about the 8-yard line. Couple Huskies there. Quinn Erweiler on the tackle.
I'll tell you what, Muhammad Chamay had a big-time stick as well. When you get 2 hats around the football like that, good things happen defensively. Huskies trying to get their second 3 out of the football game. They got the first one on the first series, and then Fresno State has scored the last 2 series. Huskies trying to get off the field here.
3rd and 3 for Fresno at their own 8. Helena in motion to the near side. Wood has time. Now pressure comes, throws, middle of field, caught. Down to the near sideline, taken down at the 18-yard line, but not before a first down on the catch for Jordan Brown. Move the chains for the Bulldogs, a gain of 10. Drive continues for Fresno State, 2:43 and counting in this first half.
It's really strange because none of these wide receivers, you'd say, what kind of numbers this guy have? How many catches? Top 5 guys are out except for Delena. So these are fresh guys getting opportunities to make plays.
Wood in the pistol. Little jet sweep to Delena. To the near side now, cuts up inside the right hash. Not much. Jaden Dolphin is there to take him down at the 19. It's a gain of 1 for Delena on the jet sweep. And Fresno State might let the clock run down to the 2-minute timeout. 13-3 Bulldogs late in this first half. Huskies have an interception from Holst that turned into points for Fresno State. And then couldn't score on a 20-play drive at the goal line. They're going to throw before the 2-minute timeout. To throw the screen to the far side, Gilliam. He's pushed out of bounds at the 32. Only 1 yard short of the first down. It's a gain of 8. And the 2-minute timeout.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
The Fresno State quarterbacks have been on target. It'll be 3rd and short for Fresno State when we come back from this 2-minute timeout. It comes officially at 1:55 to go, second quarter. Fresno State 13, Huskies 3 here in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl in Boise. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Husky fans, on game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea hard iced tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea hard iced tea. So don't forget, look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted, DeKalb. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Ho, welcome to the Make It Jingle with Chris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyota thoughts.
Hi.
So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 2nd. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyota Thon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
Papa John's Pizza is a proud sponsor of NIU Athletics. NIU fans can get $5 Papadillas every day. Order online and use promo code NIU5PD. NIU fans also get half of all pizzas the day after Husky wins. Half of all of them. After Husky, promo codes NIU wins. Also fill your game day cooler with the refreshing taste of Twisted Tea hard iced tea. Smooth, real brewed tea with a 5% kick of alcohol. Proud to be the official hard tea of NIU Athletics. Go Huskies. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. Peyton Adams in Network Studios. 1:55 to go, second quarter here in Boise. Famous Idaho Potato Bowl, second quarter. Fresno State up 13-3. They've got the ball up to their own 27. This drive started at their own 1-inch line after Huskies were stopped after a 20-play drive. Huskies couldn't get any points.
Well, we've seen the script a few different times with NIU this year where they seem to be dominating things. More time of possession, more yards rushing, more first downs. Yeah, all of those things yet trailing on the scoreboard. And this script today is somewhat just the same. Huskies trying to get off the field, get the football back one more time. You mentioned it, trying to get a 2-for-1. It looked pretty good from the 1-inch line, but that first down quarterback sneak by Wood and the Fresno State Bulldogs has them back with decent field position, timeouts left. They can go into their 2-minute offense if they so choose with two quarterbacks that obviously haven't run that. We'll see if Devontae O'Malley can become a factor in this football game, a guy that has a chance. He was all MAC to play on Sundays. How about his dad last night in the pep assembly? He was kind of wild and crazy leading the Husky cheers.
Fresno State's quarterbacks in these games right now came in only throwing 3 passes. Right now, the Fresno State quarterbacks are 5 of 5 for the game on this 3rd and 1 at their own 27. In motion is Brown. They're going to throw to the far side. Wood caught past the 32-yard line, far side. Another first down for Fresno State. It's Lyndon Brevard. His 3rd catch of the season, and it moves the chains for Fresno State on the far side. Taken down at the 33. Fresno State going right to left.
Little bubble screen there.
Wood again looking to throw. Has time. Throws middle of the field. That's caught Brown. Far numbers past the 45. Taken down there by Jake Gassaway. But again, Fresno State going quick. Moving the chains. Looking to add to this 10-point lead late in this first half. 1st and 10. Wood Pressure comes, he throws near side. That's caught by Gilliam. Up to the 45, midfield, and he's thrown out of bounds on the near side by Jayshawn Prophet. He's wearing the number 1 jersey for the last time in his career. Clock stops with 1:30 to play.
Jayshawn Prophet was a Husky representative, speaking of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes banquet the other morning, Saturday morning, and everybody says what an outstanding job he indeed did.
2nd and 6 for Fresno at midfield. They're going right to left. Ball set near left hash. Wood, the quarterback right now for the Bulldogs, has Gilliam to his left. Wood, pressure coming. Now he's just going to try to run. He's getting to Husky territory. 40, 35, and he's taken down at the 35 of NIU by Muhammad Jameh. But again, Wood finding space, going up the gut on a run of 15. Again, move the chains for Fresno State down to NIU's 35-yard line. They're looking to add to this 10-point lead, 120 and counting. First half, and now we get a flag.
Fresno jumped on the left side. Fresno State trying to get a 99-yard scoring drive to finish the half.
It has turned into a beautiful sunny day here. Just some of the shadows on the field are from the big scoreboards on each side. About 42 degrees, no wind. Waiting for the call here. Fresno State will be pushed back 5 yards. 1:15 to go, second quarter. Fresno State 13, Huskies 3. Fresno State looking for more.
Huskies with 34.
False start. Offense, number 69. That's a 5-yard penalty. I rule that is subject to a 10-second deduction, which Northern Illinois has elected to take. Fresno State will not take a timeout to prevent the 10-second deduction. Please reset the game clock to 1 minute and 5 seconds.
TV's not happy about that, by the way.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Huskies
Clock will start on my signal.
with 34 sacks on the year. None today. They have not come close to getting a sack today against either of the Fresno State quarterbacks.
Clock is running, under a minute to play. First half, first and 15. Wood looking to throw deep on the far side. It's going to be too far. The intended receiver was Lyndon Rivard. Good coverage from Jacob Finley on the far side. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 15 for Fresno State at the Husky 40. To our left. 54 seconds to play. Second quarter. Bulldogs up 13-3 here in Boise.
Once again, that was first down play action and plenty of time to throw the football. Huskies have not been able to pressure Wood or Mandel at all in this game.
2nd and 15. Wood in the gun. Ball set the far right hash. Wood throws. Middle field screen. Brown breaks one tackle to the 35, down to the 31-yard line of NIU. Clock continues to run. 43-42. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for Fresno State at the Husky 31 to our left. And now we get a timeout.
First charge timeout, Fresno State.
Again, Fresno State playing with Tim Skipper, interim head coach this year. And then he indeed did not get the job, so he's coaching his last game.
Timeout, we'll take it. 38 seconds to go.
Thank you.
Second quarter. It's Fresno State 13, Huskies 3 in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl here in Boise. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Papa John's Pizza in DeKalb is a proud sponsor of NIU Athletics. NIU fans get $5 Papadillas all season long. Order online and use promo code NIU5PD. NIU fans also get half off all pizzas the day after every Husky win. Order online and use promo code NIU wins the day after a Husky win. Better get you some. Papa John's.
The Boneyard Victor E Collective is the NIL marketplace that connects NIU supporters and local businesses with Husky student athletes, enabling them to capitalize on their name, image, and likeness while competing for NIU businesses. And individuals can engage with NIU athletes through public appearances, social media posts, and more. Go to boneyardvictore.com for more information.
NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
Toyota has more all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles than any other brand. Find your perfect ride and you'll shine bright day or night. Toyota, let's go places. 39 seconds to go, second quarter here in Boise. famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. Peyton Adams back in our network studios. Not the way we thought it would come out so far. Fresno State 13-3 over NIU. Bulldogs are driving. They're at the Husky 31-yard line to our left. Fresno State really has controlled this first half, but NIU has controlled time of possession to not a lot of points.
Yeah, that just doesn't matter in this situation here today. 2 big plays. The interception by Holmes followed by a 21-yard pass play. Delana set up their first touchdown from 1 yard out, and then the long pass play. Delana set up touchdown number 2 in this football game. And for the Huskies, it's been march, grind, grit. All of those are positives, but only 3 points up on the scoreboard after 2 really great drives.
This be a big stop here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold a long field goal, 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs at the Husky 31. Ball set just inside the far right hash.
Dylan Lynch is their field goal kicker, 13 out of 17, 48 yards. See if they can force him to make a long one. Haberman in there. Pierce Opong. Remember Pierce Opong? I think he started the game as a true in his first game of the year. And now he gets another opportunity here in Boise.
Fresno State spreads it out. 3 on each side. What's going to throw? Middle of the field, too far. They had 3 Bulldogs to the far sideline. They had 3 to the near sideline. Again, Wood tried to throw middle of the field. That is incomplete. They tried to get it to one of the running backs, Jonathan Arsenault, a junior out of L.A., but it's incomplete. Stops the clock. 35 seconds. And now Fresno State will try a long field goal from 49 yards out. As you mentioned, this would be the longest of the season for Dylan Lynch.
Good coverage, Val Carcel and Jamae. Double covered, the 2 safeties being right where they belong. Can Haberman get block number 4?
Ball set just inside the far right hash. 49-yard field attempt for Fresno State. A hold, the kick, and it will be short. No good on the field goal. A couple of yards short. I think it had the right trajectory, just not enough muscle. So NIU will get it back with 29 seconds to play. First half down by 10.
Well, that does 2 things. 1, a moral victory for NIU as well as a physical victory. No points up on the board. We got a 2-possession game. We have the Huskies with indeed the first ball of the second half, but not until we take this break.
29 seconds left. First half here in Boise, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Oh, we had some good tater tots, mashed potatoes, potato bar earlier.
We had a potato bar here at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness.
We'll have to try to do that before we take off. But it's Fresno State up by 10 here late in the first half. 13-3 over the Huskies. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network. From Van Wyck.
Hey, Husky fans. On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea hard iced tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea hard iced tea. So don't forget, look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted, DeKalb. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly. Listen, the football landscape has changed a lot. NIL deals, social media, the transfer portal. There's never been more distractions for an athlete. But Powerade knows what's most important, the commitment to the game. With 50% more electrolytes than Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Powerade hydrates athletes as they block out the noise and put in the work. Hydrate your grind with Powerade. Grab a pack today at a store near you. See product label for additional details. It takes more.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
29 seconds to go. Second quarter here in Boise. Fresno State up 13-3 as NIU gets the ball back. I don't think they'll do too much with it here at the end this first half. Terry Bonadonna. But again, that defense has done what they could. But how about this Fresno State offense? They've come out. They've been strong. They've got the momentum. They're up by 10.
Yeah, I think the 2 aspects that I've been most impressed by with Fresno State, 1, the quarterback play, which has been spectacular, and 2, the defensive line really is controlling the line of scrimmage, which is a surprise against a very veteran offensive line for NIU, which has not lost anybody to the transfer portal. It's the same starting 5 we're used to. We will see a little bit of a shorthanded skill position group, though, for NIU the rest of the way. Cam Thompson is doubtful to return to this game. He left with an injury just prior to the last drive. He was not out on the field for that one. So we saw Gavin Williams, Jalen Poe out wide a few times. Kenji Lewis is in uniform. He's a wide receiver that we have not seen on the field. I don't think he's been out there for a play yet this year, but he is available in case of emergency. today.
Hey, coming up on the FNBO Husky halftime show, we'll go through some of the numbers, the first step. But also, Mark Lynn, you get to talk to the president of NIU, Dr. Lisa Freeman.
Yeah, she is here in the booth. And see if we get a little X and O's out of Dr. Freeman. How's that?
So it is 1st and 10 for the Huskies at their own 31, going left to right. 29 seconds to go in this first half. Holtz will be in the gun. 4 receivers set, 3 to the near side. Holtz gets the snap. Holtz throws, middle of the field. It's caught by Barnes. No, drop. He had his hands turned and dropped incomplete. 2nd and 10 for NIU.
Yeah, Holtz has been pretty hot since the first interception, put the ball right out people's hands. He threw that ball just one step behind Barnes, who tried to go the turf and grab it. We always talk about Barnes not catching the football. He just snatches the football out of the air usually. Such a strong receiver.
25 seconds. 2nd and 10. Holtz under pressure. Moves to his left, now back to his right. Throws on the near side. It's caught. What a leaping catch for NIU. Guess who? Grayson Barnes gets 2 feet down, now just 1. Holtz was on the run, just trying to throw it. Does it near side, and it's a catch. Not much on it. Gain of 1. Clock stops at 17 seconds. How about the catch from Grayson Barnes as Holtz was under pressure?
Yeah, Holtz elongated the play, extended the play with his feet. And Barnes, we just talked about his ability to catch the football and get feet down in at the boundaries.
3rd and 9. Handoff to the right. It's Gavin Williams. And Fresno State's going to take a timeout.
And they're going to make NIU execute and get off a punt.
10 seconds left to go in this half.
Second charge timeout, Fresno State. This will be a 30-second timeout. Please reset the game clock to 13 seconds, 1-3.
13 seconds left now. 13-3 the score. Fresno State leading by 10. Now NIU have to punt it away. As you said, Fresno State's got nothing to lose.
Yeah, they're going to make Isaac Hatfield snap it cleanly and Foley get it off cleanly. And then we can go to halftime, but make NIU special teams go ahead and execute here. Hatfield and Foley warming up / practicing at the 35-yard line.
What's your thoughts of what Coach Amick might say at halftime?
Well, I mean, they have to get something going downfield. And I know that he's been playing, there's been 6 people who carry the football. I think if you get one back hot and go ahead and ride that. I thought before the game the Huskies need to rush the football for 200 yards. They only have 64, but it's way, way, way early enough, if you will. You stay with your game plan. This is a running football team.
Tom Foley will kick it away. He'll be at his own 17 to our left. Fresno State has no one back deep.
And usually we have no one back here to rush 10. They only show 8 right now.
29 for Fresno State is now wearing number 93.
But what Fresno's saying is we don't want to risk a catch down there. They don't want to risk a fumble.
Foley's job is just kick it away. He waits for it, has it. He gets it away. Oh, just blocked. It's blocked, and it's picked up. Taken down at the 24-yard line. Delana had it in his hands, able to grab it down at the 24 as Fresno State gets a block.
And there they have that chance to put points to the board. NIU special teams with a breakdown there. Will they try to run a play, or will they just go ahead and kick the field goal from where they're at? The third phase of the game looms large here with 6 seconds to go. And the bad news is that ball went right in the hands and stayed in bounds instead of bouncing around a couple times and utilizing more time.
It was blocked by a freshman wide receiver, Jordan Malaulu, who got in there and blocked it. So 6 seconds left in this first half, and Fresno State will try a 42-yarder. They'll come from the near left hash off the foot of Dylan Lynch. He just missed a long one. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is no good. It's wide right with 1 second left in the first half. So Fresno State has missed 2 field goals to end this first half, and the lead is only 10.
This is a crazy football game. I'll tell you what, NIU, time of possession, more plays run, getting yardage up and down the field. Fresno State has 2 field goal opportunities. Can't convert on either one after the Huskies get a punt blocked. Strange 30 minutes to come, more than likely.
And how about that goalpost to the left? It's the one that was put in And seeing 2 missed field goals on that side.
Yeah, new goalpost in because Boise State tore down the goalpost when they won their conference championship here.
So the Huskies will come out and just take a knee to end this first half. Huskies dodge a bullet to end this second quarter. Halftime score, Fresno State 13, NIU 3. The Huskies will have
That's the end of the
ball
first half.
first. In the second half, it was almost all Fresno State on the scoreboard, but total plays was in favor of NIU. 40 plays for NIU, only 22 for Fresno State. Time of possession, 21-12 for the Huskies, 8:47 for Fresno State. But as Mark Lindo talked about, it was big plays that were a big factor for Fresno State to have the 10-point lead going into the half as Terry Bonadonna is about to talk to head coach Thomas Hammock. And we go down here as Coach Hammock with Terry Bonadonna.
Thanks, Andy. Coach Josh Holst got off to a little bit of a rough start with the interceptions. Looked sharp since then. What do you want to see from him in the second half?
No, we just got to execute better. Guys got to catch the ball. We had a 4th and 1 situation. You score there, it's a different ball game. So we get the ball back the second half. We got to drive it down, be aggressive, and try to get 7.
Fresno State with their young quarterbacks has really been moving the ball. What kind of things can you do to try to slow them down?
Well, we just got to settle down on defense, get them behind the sticks early, and try to get them in 3rd and long situations.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Terry, thank you very much. Coming up, the FNBO Husky halftime show from Boise, Idaho. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl at the half. Fresno State, these Huskies, 13-3. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law from Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FNBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card, only at FNBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fnbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Constantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at ConstantinoLaw.net.
Northwestern medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Papa John's Pizza in DeKalb is a proud sponsor of NIU Athletics. NIU fans get $5 Papadillas all season long. Order online and use promo code NIU5PD. NIU fans also get half off all pizzas the day after every Husky win. Order online and use promo code NIU wins the day after a Husky win. Better get you some. Papa John's.
Welcome to the FNBO halftime show on the Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner. Stay with us as the NIU football broadcast team brings you the first half stats, highlights, and more right here on 94.9 WDKB.
Football halftime show presented by FNBO. I'll be an official bank of NIU Athletics member, FDIC. Halftime here in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl in Boise. Fresno State leads at the half 13-3. Let's go through the scoring. After Husky defense gets a stop, NIU gets to the first drive. First play, Hulse rolls to his right, throws an interception. The Fresno State to get down to about the 25 NIU. They finish the drive on a Donaldson 1-yard rushing touchdown. 11:29 to go, first quarter made 6-0. The conversion. NIU comes back. Kenneth Whittle knocks down a 29-yard field goal with 2:45 to go in the first quarter, make it 6-3. But then how about the Fresno State quarterbacks? They played well, including Joshua Wood, a sophomore, who's done a really good job, not just throwing, but on the ground. He runs it out from 13 yards out. PAT is good to make it a 13-3 lead for Fresno State here in the first half. Huskies offense get something going in the second half, and NIU will have possession coming out to start the second half. Coming up on the FNBO Husky Halftime Show, Mark Linder will talk to Huskies president, NIU president, Dr. Lisa Freeman. Halftime here in Boise. Famous Idaho Potato Bowl at the Fresno State beats NIU 13-3, and you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Husky fans. On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea hard iced tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea hard iced tea. So don't forget, look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted, DeKalb. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly. Country Financial makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, auto, or more, their representatives will take the time to understand your specific needs and explain what options work best for you. Worry less and feel more confident knowing you're covered. Visit countryfinancial.com to get started today. Experience more with Country Financial. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Ho, welcome to the Make It Jingle with Kris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyota thoughts.
Hi.
So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 2nd. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyota Thon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Husky fans, get ready because Victory Threads is your new source for all the latest official Husky gear, from t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, polos, and much more, including items with the Fighting Husky or the Husky script logos. The new Victory Threads is open in the NIU Recreation Center, in the NIU Convocation Center during home events, and at NIU football home games. Support the Huskies in style all season long with great looks from Victory Threads, and remember, go Huskies!
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
Welcome back to the FNBO Halftime Show. FNBO is proud to be an official bank of NIU Athletics, member FDIC. Mark Linder back with you in Boise, Idaho. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl is where we're at. The Huskies trailing right now. The Bulldogs at Fresno State 13-3. We're joined by our special guest, NIU President, Dr. Lisa Freeman. First off, Dr. Freeman, Merry Christmas to you and to all your family.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you and to everyone who's listening.
All right. So, Dr. Freeman, we've had a few, 4 or 5 days here in Boise. I know you had a chance to do some of the winter experiences here, and a chance to be with alums and families and such. Well, how great has this experience been?
This is just a great place. You know, my first year at NIU in 2010, we came here for the You Drove Humanitarian Bowl. So this is my second time in Boise for a bowl, and the city is beautiful, the scenery is gorgeous, and the people, whether they're our alums or whether they're just Boise residents who are cheering for the Huskies, are amazing.
Yeah, it's been a great week. And how about the experience of a bowl for student athletes? Some of these young student athletes would never be able to experience a situation like this. What does it mean, so socially, academically, maturity-wise, all the above?
This is just a great way to cap off what has been a phenomenal season. You know, people are still talking in town and on TV about our victory against Notre Dame. And this is a wonderful way to celebrate a terrific class of seniors. We've never had so many accomplished seniors, and accomplished in the field, in the community, and in the classroom. And so it's a nice way to cap off the season, coming right after commencement as well.
Absolutely. No, student athletes. NIU continues to graduate students and record-setting high GPAs. The football program and the overall athletic department. People graduate with their undergraduate degrees, with master's degrees, many different fields, and that's what the epitome of student athletes all about. NIU is among the best in that.
It absolutely is. And, that just doesn't happen. It takes everyone working hard to build that academic culture, from the coach who makes sure his players go to class and doesn't let them play if they're not meeting the demands of academics, to our faculty who are willing to make sure that whether the student athletes want to be engineers or nurses or in communications, that we can make it work for them so that they can attend class and do their clinicals and still compete on the field. And it's a wonderful culture. And, the parents and the students who are looking at NIU, that really matters to them.
Yeah, and if you just look at the football program only, I know when you hired Thomas Hammock, he was a great student athlete himself, a high academic All-American, and that was something that he promised and when he was hired by you and your staff, and it's come to fruition, hasn't it?
Absolutely come to fruition. And I'll tell you, one of the high points of commencement this year was celebrating Tom Foley, his multiple graduate degrees, his play against Notre Dame on the video board during commencement to a cheering convo center.
Yeah, and Tom Foley, he's getting a great success story because as soon as this bowl's over after the holiday break, he's got a full-time job in downtown Chicago already.
That's absolutely right. I mean, very few of our players, very few of any team's players wind up playing on Sunday. So when you leave academically prepared for a job in your field with all the soft and hard skills that you can get and a good, team and network behind you from the Husky Network, it's nothing better than that.
We're joined by NIU President Dr. Lisa Freeman here at the half. It's Fresno State 13, NIU 3 at the half. And, there's many issues at intercollegiate athletics, well documented media-wise and such. And I don't want to talk about those. Let's talk about the overall positive. We've touched on some of those, of being a student athlete, of getting that degree, but all the other cultural things and sharing and opportunities and the ability to get out among the community, all of the extras that people don't know about.
The skills you need to really survive and thrive professionally include being able to work on a team, being able to advocate for yourself, understanding how to serve your community. And those are all skills that our student athletes start building from the day they come to campus to the day they graduate.
So let's take a look ahead from an academic and overall university standpoint. We're getting ready to start the second semester. So what is your vision as president for the second semester, for next year, and for years to come? What's your vision for NIU?
We are just very excited about the way that we prepare students for the real world. The fact that NIU is a place that's big enough that you can find any major that you want, but small enough that you will get to work side by side by a faculty member who's an expert in your field, whether you're in the arts or in the sciences. You'll get that personal touch, that great experience. We just had Tom Skilling come to commencement to get an honorary degree, and all of the people who interned for him over the years came back.
Well, that's a
and
great
he
story.
Remembered all of their names, and they're all working in meteorology and some very, very high level positions. And that's the kind of experience we want all of our students to have.
And this experience we touched on at the beginning of our time here at halftime as far as the bowl. And you've been around college athletics, so college football. And how does this football season with that Notre Dame win, how does that rank in your favorite days? That's got to be one of the best, huh?
From the standpoint of being on the field and bursting out in tears along with everybody else, that was an amazing victory. But seeing Coach Hammock in the media telling everybody about what it means to be in the Husky family, how much his players mean to me, what that bond is and what that culture is, it was just great for the rest of the world to get to see what I see every day.
Yeah, and we'll get one more thought on that. Husky alums out there, Husky fans, Husky Nation, they have a great opportunity to see this program continue to move forward, and they should take advantage of that, shouldn't they?
Absolutely. There's nothing more fun than really getting to know our student athletes and invest in their success.
Okay, so second half, you got a prediction for us?
I'm looking forward to a Husky victory.
There you go. That's all it will take. We've been joined by President Dr. Lisa Freeman here at the half. Huskies get the ball first with some work to do. They trail the Bulldogs of Fresno State by a score of 13-3. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Right now at Old National, we have a $450 checking bonus.
Sign me up. But why is that hockey player standing there?
I'm here for the checking.
Well, for a bonus that big, bring on the checking.
Sir, no need to brace yourself against the wall.
It's bank checking.
I knew that.
Earn up to a $450 bonus when you open a checking account and complete qualifying activities within 90 days of account opening. Another reason to get old. Old National, where relationships and results matter. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through January 31st, 2025. Visit oldnational.com/checking.
Papa John's Pizza in DeKalb is a proud sponsor of NIU Athletics. NIU fans get $5 Papadillas all season long. Order online and use promo code NIU5PD. NIU fans also get half off all pizzas the day after every Husky win. Order online and use promo code NIU wins the day after a Husky win. Better get you some. Papa John's.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub, you get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th-string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa debit card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa debit card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
This is the NIU football halftime show. Brought by FMBO. Halftime score, Fresno State 13, Huskies 3. Andy Garcia back here in the booth with Mark Lindo. Mark, what are some of the numbers in that first half?
Hey, we'll go through these quickly, Andy. Some of them are pretty strange, just like the score on the football scoreboard. 197 total yards for Fresno State, 148 for NIU. Huskies with 85 yards passing, Bulldogs 126. Huskies 63 yards rushing for 71 for the Bulldogs. Now, if you take that a little bit crazy as far as the time of possession, 21-13 for NIU, 8:47 for Fresno, including total plays, 40-22 for NIU. But once again, Fresno State leading 13-3. Wood, their quarterback, 8 out of 10, 105 yards. Mandel, the other quarterback, we expect to see 2. He was 1 out of 1, 21 yards on that first drive of the game. Josh Holst was picked his very first play of the game. Since then, he's 10 out of 14, so now 10 for 15, 85 yards, 1 interception. Holst has 24 yards rushing. Kelly Johnson, 22, Jalen Poe, 15. In the receiving department, I thought he'd have a good game. Grayson Barnes, 4 catches, 28 yards, and he has to get into the end zone with a crossing pattern or fly pattern. Sometime in the second half, Huskies get the ball first.
This has been the Husky Football Halftime Show, brought to you by FMBO. FMBO is proudly an official bank of NIU Athletics, member FDIC. Third quarter coming up from Boise in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. It is Fresno State 13, Huskies 3. As you're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
You've been listening to the FNBO Halftime Show on the Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner. Don't go anywhere. The second half is coming up next.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Constantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at ConstantinoLaw.net.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub, you get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th-string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Hey, Husky fans. On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea hard iced tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. So don't forget, look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted, DeKalb. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Van Wagner under the broadcasting rights granted by Northern Illinois University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of Van Wagner and NIU Athletics. Announcements are provided by Van Wagner and approved by the university. NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
Just about to start the second half here. Boise, Idaho, Albertson Stadium, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, as Fresno State leads 13-3, but NIU will get first possession here in the second half. Before that, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification as you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
WDKB DeKalb. A Midwest family station.
Let's see what NIU can do on this first drive of this second half, Mark Lindo, and just see if they can
Number
get some
29
momentum.
for Fresno State will now wear number 93. 29 is wearing number 93.
Just see what they can do to start out this game. I think you want to continue the run game, but it is going to come down to Holst making some plays.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what adjustments NIU makes. Will they come out with the game plan of running the football? Will they come out throwing around a little bit? Still very early in this game as far as time. I think you will go ahead and look at things at the half. Where did you attack well? Where did you not attack well? And where are you going to attack here in the second half matchup-wise? I think Barnes and McElroy have to be factors in the second half. And if you find a hot hand running the football, let him run with it and continue to pound the rock if you get the hot hand.
Isaiah Bragg is back deep because of the Cam Thompson being hurt. Also, Gavin Williams has kick is left to right. It's short. Bragg will catch it at the 11. Up to the 20. Near left hash. Tries to break a tackle. He's up to the 24-yard line. Isaiah Bragg, the redshirt junior from Chicago, St. Rita of Cassia. So NIU will start this first drive of the second half. At their own 24, going right to left. As you heard, Mark Lindo, Josh Holst, 10 of 15 in that first half, 85 yards with one pick. It came on the very first play. Holst will be in the gun. In motion, Tavis sits to the left of the line. Ball set the near left hash. Hand off to Poe. Up the middle, past the 30, 35, just outside the left hash, near side. Good run for Jalen Poe to start this second half. It's enough for a first down.
Good patience by Poe. Sometimes it's better to be late than early. He let that play develop. A little bit of an outside handoff, a little zone blocking, if you will. He waited, put his cleat in the dirt, made a nice cut, picks up 12. Good start. Second half, NIU.
Receivers to the near side. Now they go in motion. Applegate, Tavis, Partridge all go to the right of the line on the far side. Holst in the pistol on 1st and 10. Huskies at their own 37, down by 10. Started the second half. Holst, play action, throws middle of the field. It's caught. It's Jake Applegate. 45 of Fresno State, taking down the near numbers at the 43-yard line. Nice, quick RPO. Jake Applegate in the middle of the field. First down for the Huskies, a gain of 20.
That was indeed a great RPO. Run pass option. Holst had his eyes where it should have been. He decided that he had the pass pattern rather than run when they crashed down on the running back. Good execution on the RPO by NIU.
Partridge, McElroy, the receivers on the far side. McElroy in the far slot. Hand off Poe. Tries to go to his left. Breaks one tackle. Then he stood up at the 42-yard line. Be a gain of 1 to the near side for Jalen Poe. Huskies at the Bulldogs' 43-yard line to our left. Again, just starting out this third quarter. Huskies trying to cut into a 10-point lead for Fresno State here in Boise.
Huskies continue to go a huddle team. See Josh Holst each and every play putting his hands on his helmet, covering his ears. Coach Com getting the plays from upstairs and then relaying those to the field with that coach communication to quarterback.
Three receivers set to the near side. Ball set the near left hash on 2nd and 9. Handoff Poe right up between the hash marks, trying to just go backwards, trying to go 4 down to our left. They're going to mark him down at the 38. It's a gain of 3. They'll bring up 3rd and 5 for NIU. 12:45 and counting. Third quarter. Fresno State up 13-3. Huskies have the ball to start this second half. And another big 3rd down. Huskies so far 2 of 9 on 3rd down, 4 of 5 on 4th down.
Yeah, 2 of 9, not very good. 80% 4th down. Hope you don't get to that on this drive. But this would be 4 down territory unless there's a loss.
Holst in the gun has Williams to his left. 3 receivers set on this 3rd and 5 for NIU at the Fresno State 38. Holst has time, throws deep, far side, and the flag comes out. It's incomplete. Huskies were trying to get it to LaDon Bryant on the far side, but he was pass interference. I believe it's going to be on number 39, Lowell Muzan of Fresno State. So Huskies.
Pass interference, defense, number 39. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's an easy call. LaDon Bryant had his man beat, and he basically, with the pen, it was a smart one because he basically saved a touchdown. It took a 15-yard penalty. Huskies trying to convert on this first drive of the second half. I like the shot downfield to Bryant.
I hope that's something we see more for one in 2025.
Absolutely.
Just spreading that defense, trying to go deep a little bit more.
LaDon Bryant can give you that length and size, 6'4", 195, that NIU really needs at that wide receiver position.
1st and 10 for the Huskies at the Fresno 23. A little RPO. Holst tried to throw it, and his arm went forward. It was an RPO. He was going to try to fake it, but his hand went forward. Incomplete pass.
Second down.
Yeah, I think that was going to be a pump and go, and it just came out of his hands, but the arm was coming forward, so it is a good call on the incompletion rather than a fumble. Holst followed his own football, if you will, just in case, but instead we're starting 2nd down at 10.
At the Bulldogs 23, to our left. Ball set just inside the near left hash on the 2nd and 10. Huskies trying to cut into this 10-point lead of Fresno State. 12-10 to go, 3rd quarter.
Matt Schooley in at center.
Holst has time. Looking to throw. Now tries to break through the middle and does not. He got tripped up. Pressure was coming. It was good protection, but then it collapsed. He was taken down. They'll bring up 3rd and long for NIU. He was taken down by Jairus Satelli.
Yeah, and if Satelli didn't make that stop, he did have a lot of blue turf in front of him to make a play, but that ankle tackle sets up this 3rd down situation.
It's 3rd and 13 for the Huskies. To our left at the Fresno State 26.
Goes to the first sack of the day for either team.
Macaroni in motion to the far side. Holst has Williams to his left in the gun. Holst gets the snap. Holst looking to throw. Does fade to the far side. Oh, one-handed catch for Barnes. Touchdown NIU from 26 yards out. Down the seam on the right side. Grayson Barnes. Magical. And the touchdown for the Huskies. It's 13-9 with a PAT to come.
Cue it up, because that will be on every highlight film that shows highlights tonight. A one-handed grab at the 3-yard line. I always talk about, he just snatches the ball at its highest point. One-on-one, he just went ahead and beat Raylan Sharp on that, the nickel. That is the kind of play that stars are made of. And I told you Grayson Barr was going to be huge. 5 catches today, and there's that touchdown that we mentioned at halftime.
To our left middle, tries the PAT. Hold, kick is up, and it is good. How about Grayson Barnes? From 26 yards out, and NIU cuts the lead down to 3. And it's Grayson Barnes, the California kid, who gets the one-handed touchdown to cut into the lead. We'll take the timeout. 11:22 to go, 3rd quarter here in Boise. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Huskies back in it. Bulldogs 13, Huskies 10. As you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
Northwestern medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern Medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
Jersey Mike's is an official sponsor of NIU Athletics and the 2024 NIU football bowl game. Jersey Mike's uses only the highest quality meat, sliced right in front of you, piled high with the freshest toppings. It's a Jersey Mike's steak. Also, fill your game day cooler with the refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea, smooth, real brewed tea with a 5% kick of alcohol. Proud to be the official hard tea of NIU Athletics. Go Huskies. 11:22 to go, third quarter. Fresno State 13, Huskies 10. As I bring in Terry Bonadonna and Mark Lindo. Terry, we'll start with you on the sidelines. Big time catch from the California kid. He's got some fans in the stands today too, Terry.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The fans were getting into it. A lot of family made the trip from California up here to Idaho, and the sideline absolutely erupted when he made that catch. It's as excited as I've seen him in a long time. They're still talking about the catch down on the sideline, but of course, no rest for the weary. After making the great highlight reel touchdown grab, Grayson Barnes stayed on the field. He was the holder on the extra point, and job well done.
And Mark Lindo, a big moment for Josh Holtz.
Oh, there's no doubt. His first touchdown pass of his career, and he went to the right guy. He thought Grayson Barnes would be targeted today. He certainly has been. He is such a factor. One of the best pair of hands that you can find. They put him in motion. He was in the slot then. And one-on-one, he had that ball. He went up to his highest point, and just it was like a one-handed rebound of a 6'8" kind of post player. And what a great catch it was. Huskies score on their first drive of the second half. We talked about confidence. We talked about momentum. They have it right now. Husky defense had a chance to get a 3 and out, and we already have ourselves a ball game here in Boise with, how about those clouds over the mountains just kind of hanging there? What beautiful scenery we're looking at across this football stadium here in Boise, Idaho.
It's turned into a mostly sunny sky. We look straight out to the east, and then the beautiful mountains, the eastern line of mountains here in Boise. Been a fun trip here in the Gem State.
The Gem State, that's exactly true.
Bullock will kick it right to left. Huskies only down by 3. Fresno State gets it back. It's a short pooch kick. It's going to bounce. Brown picks it up at the 8. Up to the 15, right in the middle of the field. Now cuts to his right. Still on his feet to the 25-30. Near sideline, 35-40. He's finally pushed out of bounds on this near side by Joey Ratine. So Fresno State will have good field position to start out their first drive here in this second half. 11:14 to go, third quarter. Bulldogs 13, Huskies 10.
Well, 36 yards on that return. The Huskies did not try to kick it deep. They did not try to kick it short, but they went between and betwixt. 36-yard return, and special teams, an issue right there for NIU giving up that long return. Got to stay in your lanes.
It was not Brown. It was Delana on that kickoff.
Okay, that makes sense, because if there's a play to be made, it's Delana that would make it.
Handoff. Donaldson goes to his right, just outside the near numbers here, up to the 47-yard line. Gain of 3. Quarterback now is Jaden Mandel. He started the game for Fresno State.
Yeah, he completes his first pass for 24 yards. Then he goes to the Pines for a while. He said, what's going on here? Huskies defense looks to be intact. Valcarcel in at safety, I should say. Jordan Hansen, the graybeard, been playing here forever, getting the start here today.
So you've got Mandel in the gun. To his right is Donaldson. Now Delana's going to move to the slot to the near side. 2 receivers set for Fresno State. 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs up to their own 47. And it's going to be a jet sweep to Delana onto the far side. There's a flag on the play.
Before the snap, actually.
Yep.
False start. Offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
So bring up 2nd and 12 for Fresno State.
So Finley and Bird, 2 fine corners in for NIU. Both those guys have played a lot of football. Bird, a senior. Finley, just a sophomore.
Jaden Mandel, the redshirt freshman from Clovis, California, will be in the gun. Donaldson stays in the game. He was going to the bench, then coming back on the far side. Donaldson will be to the right. Mandel in the gun. James in motion, far side.
Mandel has time, not under pressure, rolls to his right, to the near side, just going to throw it out of bounds to the Husky sideline to this near side. Good pressure from NIU. Roy Williams was trying to get in there, but also Pierce Opong.
And I had my eye specifically on O'Malley that time. He is getting double teamed each and every snap. O'Malley, first team all-conference for the Huskies. So was Lippy, Valcarcel, second team champ, Zernich, Roy Williams.
It's a big third down for Fresno State to start this third quarter. It's 3rd and 12 at their own 42 going left to right. Mandel, pressure comes. I'm going to throw it middle of the field, and it's intercepted by NIU. It's picked off. It's Nate Valcarcel, still on his feet to the far side, 45, up to the 49-yard line of NIU. Nate Valcarcel with a big pick for the Huskies, and NIU gets it back.
Well, Valcarcel playing center field right there. There's no doubt about it. He was Johnny on the spot.
Northern Illinois.
He just
on the field.
read the eyes of the quarterback at ill-advised throw. NIU takes advantage of ill-advised throw and has grabbed momentum here in the second half in Boise.
Huskies can take the lead. We'll come back. Media timeout, 9:50 to go. Third quarter here in Boise. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl. It's Fresno State 13, Huskies 10. As you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Oh, welcome to the Make It Jingle with Chris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyotathon.
Hi.
So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 2nd. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Papa John's Pizza in DeKalb is a proud sponsor of NIU Athletics. NIU fans get $5 Papadillas all season long. Order online and use promo code NIU5PD. NIU fans also get half off all pizzas the day after every Husky win. Order online and use promo code NIU wins the day after a Husky win. Better get you some. Papa John's.
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
Papa John's Pizza is a proud sponsor of NIU Athletics. NIU fans get $5 Papadillas every day. Order online and use promo code NIU5PD. NIU fans also get half off all pizzas the day after a Husky win. Promo code NIU wins. How about that for NIU? Get the turnover from Nate Valcarcel. 9:50 to go, third quarter here in Boise. Fresno State up by 3, 13-10. NIU gets it back. Nate Valcarcel hit 6th career interception and a team-leading 3rd this season.
Well, he has just been stellar. First team all-conference. We had just mentioned him. And then right on cue, he gets the INT for the Huskies. He has just been such a great person developing in that program. He's the epitome of what Thomas Hammock wants to do. Get a guy in his program, see him improve as a person first and foremost. He got his degree. He was incredibly proud, Nate Valcarcel, of that degree that he got and makes all conference. He's going to play football somewhere, I think, have an opportunity at another level. And if not, he's got a degree for NIU and an awful lot of memories he has made with his football team.
I want to talk about the seniors for a second.
Yes.
30 of them, 29, 20 of them have been here for 4 or 5 more, years, being here their whole career. To go out and have an opportunity like this in this transfer portal era, I don't know if we'll see that a lot more.
You won't see it hardly at all anymore. And the guys, Coach Novak used to say those who stay will be champions. And they had a championship game last year in Montgomery as far as a bowl. Huskies, Thomas Hammock won the MAC just a couple of years ago, his 2nd consecutive bowl. And you get a group of seniors like that, it's special. And that's how relationships are built. You stay in a program 4, 5, and in this day and age, even 6 years because of the COVID year.
So after the interception, Huskies start this drive at their own 49. Ball set the far right hash, down by 3. 9:50 to go, third quarter. 1st and 10. Play action. Holst has time. Throws. Far side. Wide open. Caught. Going to his knees to make the catch is Dane Partridge. Big time catch for Partridge on the far side. Down to the Bulldogs 30. And it's a 1st and 10 after a gain of 19.
Partridge had gone in motion. He was on the field side, the wide side of the field here. He came all the way across the field. Josh Holst was patient waiting for him. It was another RPO. The option for Holst to pass the ball or give the handoff. He chose to give the ball to Partridge, and the rest, they say, is history.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, 32 our left. Ball set far right hash. Again, an RPO. Throw slant. That is incomplete. And it's a flag coming in. They tried to get it to Andrew McRoy on the slant to the near side, and the flag comes in. This should be on Fresno State.
R.L. Miller, number 4, he started celebration. He didn't know the flag was on him, and I'm sure that the flag came at the point the pass was going to be caught. They still haven't officially called it, so I hesitate to make the call, but I know that's where the flag came
Pass interference.
from. Yep.
Defense number 4. By rule, the ball will be placed to the spot of the foul. First down.
It's been all NIU this first part of this second half. 9:09 to go third quarter, 13-10. Fresno State, the Huskies again knocking at the door, trying to take the lead.
And guess who just checked back in? Grayson Barnes. Now, people might think, okay, how come he hasn't been in? Remember, everything what NIU does is predicated on what scheme you're in, what personnel groups you're in. So it's not always your best players on the field on every single play.
4 receivers. Tavis is in motion. He's going to set up shop at the right side of the line. Holst in the gun. Handoff, Telly Johnson Jr. to this near side. Now cuts it up just outside the left hash. Up to about the 17-yard line. Mark him down right between the 17 and 18. 2nd down and 7. They're going to mark him out to 17. 8:48 and counting third quarter. Huskies only down by 3.
We mentioned Grayson Barnes. He's caught a ball 15 consecutive games. The epitome of consistency.
Holst in the gun. Has Johnson Jr. in the left to him. Applegate now moves in motion to the right side of the line on this 2nd and 7. And not much there on the handoff to Telly Johnson. Just right up the middle, nothing there. Bulldogs held strong. So we'll bring up 3rd and 7. No gain for NIU at the Bulldogs 17-yard line to our left.
Telly Johnson, 14 carries, 25 yards, and he has nary a seam to run through today.
And now you got an injury, and it's LaDon Bryant who is down.
And there's nobody by him. He just went down.
At the 25 to our left.
It was obviously not even during a play.
Coach Hammock talked about LaDon Bryant with Terry in the pregame. So medical staff will come out and take a look at him. The clock stops with 8:04 to go.
Time out for injured player.
He's now on his feet, coming to the near side, LaDon Bryant, and he's got a catch today, 28 yards. His 2nd catch of the season, but that is a name we will hear more about in 2025 for NIU. So he's off to this near sideline. He'll get checked out. Huskies come back on the field for a 3rd and 7 from Fresno's 17-yard line.
Huskies felt real good coming into this game because they felt the scheme of Fresno State's Bulldogs were very similar to Central Michigan, the team they had just played. So they thought from a schematic standpoint they could block and attack in very similar ways they did the last game of the season.
2 receivers to the far side, Demopoulos and McRoy. Now motion Partridge to the far side. Holst on 3rd down. He's going to roll to his right. Rolling, looking to throw, and he's going to throw it out of bounds on the far side. Incomplete. So NIU will try to tie it up on a Cannon Woodall field goal with 7:44 to go in the third quarter. 13-10 right now. Fresno State in Boise. Beautiful sunny day. Just some of the shadows on the field are from the press box and the scoreboard. On this blue turf, the Smurf
turf.
And let's see where they're going to mark this for the field goal.
Yeah, the ball was on the near hash mark. When they moved to the far hash mark, you can't ask for it to be put where you want. So it's going to be a 35-yard field goal. Well, you can ask.
Not going to happen. So it's going to be a 35-yard attempt for Cannon Woodall. He's already knocked down one today of 29 yards.
Remember the ROTC?
Snap hold. Kick is up. The kick is good. So Cannon Woodall knocks it down from 35 yards out, and we're tied 13-13. Bulldogs Huskies with 7:39 to play. We'll take the timeout here in Boise. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl. It's been fun, and we're tied up halfway through the third quarter. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network.
from Van Wagner.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Costantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at CostantinoLaw.net.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub, you get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
Husky Sports is brought to you by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Get old with Old National Bank. Back here in Boise, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, 7:39 to go third quarter. Huskies, Bulldogs tied at 13. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. And Peyton Adams back in the network studios.
Cannon Woodle ties things up with a 35-yard field goal set up by Nate Belcarcel's 3rd INT of the year, 6th of his career, 7:39 to go. The Huskies have tied it up after that 5-play, 39-yard scoring drive. We got ourselves a football game here in Boise. Should be fun down the stretch. The Huskies this year have played 6 of their 12 games have been one score. And for Fresno State, 7 of their 12 games have been one score. So why not have a tie game here midway through quarter number 3? It only makes sense. And one more little piece of minutia. If you're a Husky fan, which you are listening to us, Husky defense has not given up a second half touchdown the last month. So that bodes pretty well. If they keep that going here in the second half, you got to feel pretty good about your chances to win the football game. The adjustments Nick Benedetto usually makes in the second half.
Also, it's going to look like, we'll see what happens. They may not give up a 100-yard rusher again. That's crazy.
Yep. And what would that be the entire season?
It'd be an entire season. It'd be 17 games. Yep. If that happens, but still plenty of time. 7:39 to go third quarter. We're tied at 13. Fresno State will get it back as Austin Bullock will kick it off for NIU, right to left.
You know, my most surprising thing, though, of this football game so far is that NIU has not had an explosive run, and yet they're tied in this football game after 2.5 quarters.
High end over end kick. Brown is going to call for the fair catch at the 6, so that will take it to the 25-yard line for Fresno State. Well, I would say this, Mark, and I think me and you talked a little bit about this. I think in those last games with the offense, it was just everything was 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. You weren't extending the field, weren't stretching it all. We've seen a little bit of that. We just get it out to the outside. You may get a pass interference. You might get some great catches. I think that's what I want to see in 2025. We're going to have a run game.
And we're
going to have that.
And you stretch the defense anyway just by using, some vertical shots.
Fresno's going to stay with Jaden Mandel at quarterback. Donaldson to his left in the gun. 3 receiver set should make that 4 receiver set. Hand off Donaldson. Up the middle, 30. Good gain, almost 8 yards on the far left hash for Bryson Donaldson. Bring up 2nd and short. 2nd and 3 for the Bulldogs. 7.5 to go. Third quarter, tie score.
Ty Miles, number 13, made that tackle, Andy, but he won't be number 13 when you call his name next year.
Mando again. Hand off Donaldson. Angling to his left. He's taken down quickly. Devontae O'Malley gets the stop. No gain. Will bring up 3rd and 3 for Fresno State.
Great job setting up this third down play. 77, a little bit short for Turion Penwright, the offensive lineman. And the reason I bring up Ty Miles is he was given jersey number 1 for next year in an honorary situation. Jason Prophet gave that to him as a guy that best exemplified work attitude and such. So quite an honor for Ty Miles.
3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs at their own 32, going left to right. 6:40 to go. We're tied in the third quarter. Gilliam in motion. Mandel has time. Middle of the pocket, now rolls to his right. Throws near side. It's caught. And enough for the first down. He's right at the line on this near side. And the catch is made by Lyndon Rivar.
And looks like Ravar is hurt on this near sideline.
And did they spot the football yet? Because that stick is.
They're moving the chains.
They're moving the chains.
It was just enough. The pressure was coming from Opong. Mando threw to the near side, and a nice catch from Ravar.
Mando showed better arm strength than I would have anticipated on that. Throwing on the run, throwing the ball to the boundary. Quite a bit of medical attention on the Huskies sideline.
Timeout for injured player.
Ravar is now on his feet.
That was a heck of a catch, by the way.
That was a big third down. All the momentum was with NIU.
Yeah, Mandel, he really extended that play. I thought Opong might get a flag for the opponent holding him. Did not happen.
So that will move the chains. So we 1st and 10 for Fresno State up to their own 40, going left to right. 6:18. Clock is stopped here in the third quarter. 13-13. Fresno State and NIU. We thought it'd be low scoring. We just didn't think Fresno State would get out to the early lead like they did. They were at the half. They were up 13-3.
Well, they had that first drive stopped, then the interception. They punch it in from 25 yards out, scored the next time, and they had full control of this game early. Huskies full control of the third quarter thus far.
Nate Valcarcel got his 6th career interception, 3rd of the season. Leads the team as Fresno State comes back out at their own 35, going left to right, 1st and 10.
Damon Taylor in at the 3 technique between guard and tackle.
Handle gets a snap, play action. Rolls to his right, throws deep, near side, and it is incomplete. Almost a nice catch from the tight end, Richie Anderson, but it'll be incomplete. Good coverage from Jacob Finley, but that was in the hands of Anderson.
Yeah, good. I thought Anderson may have pushed off on Finley, but we mentioned at the open that he's an up-and-coming tight end, and he seems a little hamstring action, but good coverage one-on-one by Jacob Finley.
That ball was right on the money for Mandel.
6'4", 231, a freshman tight end. He's going to be around a while for the Bulldogs.
2nd and 10 for Fresno. At their own 35, going left to right. Ball set the near right hash. 3 receivers set. Exactly 6 minutes to play in the third. We're tied. Mandel rolling to his left. Pressure coming. Throws caught. Far sideline. And is going to be pushed out of bounds. That is Donaldson. Pushed out. Far side by Jaden Dolphin. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 3.
Just a little bit of rollout. He went to his back pocket. A little bit of pressure from the backside. Christian Furman, along with Dolphin, stays right with that play. Sets up something more manageable for the Bulldogs.
And call it 3rd and 2 for Fresno. Up at their own 43. Mandel in the gun. Look, Huskies looked like they were going to bring the blitz. Now they're going to fall back. Handoff Donaldson to his left. He didn't get there. He did not get the first down, trying to go to his left. Good play from the NIU defense to get the stop. Jaden Dolphin was in on that play. The whole defensive line really got in there and closed it quickly, but it was Dolphin who made the play for NIU, and it's 4th down for the Bulldogs.
How about Dolphin? What a success story that young man is out of Maine West. He came in about a 170 pounds, a walk-on, playing linebacker now at 220, a self-made football player through hard work.
Clay Lawrence at his own 26 will kick it left to right. Low kick. It's going to take a Fresno bounce to this near side. And NIU will take over at their own 26-yard line. Will go right to left. It's a punt of only 32 yards. And again, NIU has a chance to take the lead here in the second half after being down by 10 at the half. 4:56 to go, third quarter. 13-13. Fresno State, NIU. Huskies right in front of us to our right. Huskies in the road white jerseys, black pants, black helmets, black numbers, black letters.
Fresno State, we mentioned they open a 4-down team, only blitz about 13% of the time. They stay true to their colors, staying 4 down all day. We have not seen much pressure as far as bringing extra guys.
Hulse, play action. Hulse looking to throw. Going to fade it to the near side, and it is incomplete. They tried to get it to Demopoulos out of his hands. He was covered closely by Dean Clark, so incomplete to Demopoulos. 2nd and 10 for NIU back at their own 26.
Honorable mention, all Midwest or Mountain West, I should say, had 12 starts last year. Mentioned out of Kent State. We actually played in this game.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier, 13 tackles versus Wyoming. He was Mountain West honorable mention.
Yes.
So on the 2nd and 10, Huskies going right to left. At their own 26, ball set the near left hash. Holst in the gun, gets the snap. Has time, throws. Oh, it's wide open catch right in the middle of the field for Andrew McElroy up to the 40-yard line. Right between the hash marks. McElroy was wide open. They're going to mark him down at the 41. It's a gain of 15. Move the chains for NIU. 4:35 to go in the third. We're tied at 13.
Holst, that little skinny post pattern, found McElroy running it, hit him right in the hands, on time, on target. Good poise by Holst, who's now 14 out of 22, 150 yards and a touchdown. Been pretty doggone solid since the first play of the game.
Williams now the running back to the right of Holst on this 1st and 10. Huskies up to their own 41, going right to left. Holst is just going to go QB run. Now he's going to roll out to the edge to the near side, up to the 45, 50, inside Fresno State territory. He goes out of bounds at the 48. Nice run for Josh Holtz. It's a gain of 11.
J.J. Lippy was the main man. Holst took that, went right up the middle. Then he saw Lippy's block. He took it to the outside, then used his speed. Definitely a designed run. But Lippy, who also was first team all-conference, he was the man right there.
Partridge is here to the far side. Near side, it's McElroy. Holst in the pistol. Has Poe behind him on 1st and 10 for Fresno's 48. Play action. Holst has time. Throws. Near side. Partridge tried to make a diving catch. Incomplete on the near sideline. Holst just a little too far on that pass. We'll bring up 2nd 10 for NIU. With 3:35 to go, third quarter. We're tied 13-13 here in Boise in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
Jalen Poe a little bit just uneasy, if you will, because he thought he was wide open on the far side of the field. Holst went to the near side before he went through progressions. But there'll be another opportunity here on 2nd down.
4 receivers, 2 to the near, 2 to the far. Williams to the left in the gun, and Holst screen near side. Has some blockers, Williams. A good defensive play that time from Fresno State. They come up and make the play. It's Malachi Langley coming up and making a good stop on Gavin Williams. Not much of a gain. Gain of 1 will bring up 3rd and 9 for NIU at the Fresno State 47.
Boy, we call him Langley's name way too many times today. Number 2 linebacker on the team, number 2 linebacker, 2nd team. He is a good one.
Oh, he put Williams down.
318 career tackles coming in for the linebacker out of Los Angeles, California.
3rd and 9 now for NIU. Barnes in motion to the far side. Holst in the gun's got Williams to his left. Holst gets a snap. Has time, pressure coming out. Holst is going to run to the near side up to the 42-yard line. It's going to be a couple yards short of the first. I expect NIU to go for it here, though, no doubt.
No decision right, yeah. The way Thomas Amick has played things today, there is no doubt they're going for that.
4th and 4 for NIU at Fresno's 43-yard line to our left. Ball set just inside the near left hash. 2:22 and counting in the third quarter. We're tied 13-13. NIU today on 4th down, 4 of 5. Holst will be in the gun.
It's got to be Grayson Barnes time, you would think.
2 receivers to the near, 2 to the far. Barnes on this near side. Holst gets the snap, looking to throw, does, and then try to get the slant to Barnes. Incomplete on this near side, and NIU will turn it over on downs. It's such a timely pass. The pass was there from Holst. Barnes is not able to bring it in. That was amongst traffic, too. So Fresno State gets it back with 2:01 to go in the third quarter, tied up at 13, almost intercepted.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to tip your cap, though. Fresno State ready for that because, analytics said, yes, you should go for it. You have your defense. It's one of the best in the country, so you get the ball back in their hands. You have Holst, who's had a hot-handed. You have Barnes, who's a great receiver. They just won that particular battle.
It's now Joshua Wood back in, the quarterback for Fresno State. Played well in that first half. Waits for the snap. 1st and 10. Play action, RPO. He's going to be taken down for a loss. It's Pierce Opong taking him down for a huge loss. Wood capping on the RPO, and Opong was there to just clog it up and take him down. It's a loss of 12.
What a big play by Pierce Opong. And then 2 or 3 other white shirts said, come on, join the party. It's a sack fest, if you will. That was a designed run, but Pierce Opong just won that block from its get-go, and he has the non-passing foot behind the 6.
And for every NIU sack made during the football season, Raising Cane's will donate $100 to a local food pantry. That one courtesy of Pierce Opong.
Yes, it was.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 15. Back at their own 37. Fresno State going left to right. Again, Wood in the gun. Has some pressure coming from O'Malley. Wood just kind of rolls around to the far side. Still has it. Now it's just going to lob it out of bounds on the far side. But Devontae O'Malley had him dead to rights. Wood made a move to his left to kind of circle out of it. Good pressure from Devontae O'Malley. And it's now 3rd and long for Fresno State at their own 36. It's going to be 3rd and 16 with 1:09 to go in the third. We're tied up at 13.
Marquez, a redshirt freshman, checks in. Ivan Moore, defensive end, a freshman out of Kenwood Academy, checks in. Got some fresh pass rushers in right here.
Wood gets the shotgun snap in 3rd and long. Looking for the screen, does. Middle field, it's Delena. He's going to be taken down, though, at the 40, right between the hash marks. The pressure came, and it kind of caused the timing of that screen to be off. Delena got it, but there was not much there. Up to the 40, a gain of 4, bring up 4th and 12 for Fresno State. And NIU will get the ball back. The final minute hit in this final minute in the third quarter. We're tied at 13.
Well, the Huskies defense in the second half. Here's how the drives are going for Fresno. Interception, Val Carcel, 3-and-out punt. 3-and-out punt. Those are the 3 series here in the second half. Husky defense flat out feeling it.
Clay Lawrence will punt it away. Dane Partridge to our right at the 20, waiting for it. Watch any fakes, anything crazy here in these bowl games. They're not going to fake it. They're going to punt it. Line, drive, end over end. Partridge is going to let it bounce, and it's going to go in the end zone to our right. So NIU will start at their own 20-yard line. Late in this third quarter, NIU was down 13-3 at the half. They scored the 10 points to tie it up, and again, NIU can take the lead. Boy, I'd love to have one of these 8-minute, 32-play drives.
Hey, it doesn't sound that crazy after the 20-play drive we saw in the first half. The only issue was that drive stalled at the 1 foot line.
Yeah. So NIU again go right to left. Ball's going to be set at the near left hash.
On the punt, they can ask where they want the ball to be. They take it. That's a play selection.
Holst now 15 of 25 passing, 168 yards, 1 touchdown, his first of his career, and 1 interception. Happened the first play, the interception did, of the game. On 1st and 10, from their own 20, Huskies going right to left. 15 seconds to go, third quarter. Holst in the gun. Play action, keeps it to this near side. Holst trying to break a tackle, and he's thrown out of bounds at the 25. Viciously. Tough tackle made by Jakari Embry. And that will take us to the fourth quarter. So Holst,
that's the end of the third quarter.
Gains 5 on that first down run to the near side. And NIU will try to take their first lead of the game in the fourth quarter. 15 minutes remaining in regulation here in Boise, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. It's 13-13, Fresno State and the Huskies, as you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Northwestern medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you, because a career with Northwestern medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News & World Report, Northwestern medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Listen, the football landscape has changed a lot. NIL deals, social media, the transfer portal. There's never been more distractions for an athlete. But Powerade knows what's most important, the commitment to the game. With 50% more electrolytes than Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Powerade hydrates athletes as they block out the noise and put in the work. Hydrate your grind with Powerade. Grab a pack today at a store near you. See product label for additional details. It takes more.
NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
Jersey Mike's uses only the highest quality meat, sliced right in front of you, piled high with the freshest toppings. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. To start the fourth quarter here in Boise, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, Albertson Stadium, we're tied 13-13 as we go down to the sidelines. And Terry Bonadonna, and you know what? Terry, the Huskies got some work done in that third quarter. Down by 10 at the half. We go to the final 15 minutes, all tied up.
Yeah, it's been a good back-and-forth game. Big credit to NIU for making this comeback in the third quarter. Credit to Fresno State as well, though, because it has seemed at a couple of moments in this game like the Huskies were getting set to take it over, and Fresno State hasn't quite allowed it. But the spirits are definitely high here, and it really has felt like two different games before the Grayson Barnes touchdown catch and after. It's been all smiles down here. I will say one guy who looked upset just a minute ago, Devontae O'Malley came to the sideline after that last drive. He was inches away from a sack. He wanted the sack, but it's good-natured frustration. Everybody's feeling good down here right now.
Hey, Terry, I got to ask you, you've been down the sideline. Is it true that the trophy right now is visible to you, and can you describe it for us?
Oh, yeah, I've been staring it down with my mouth watering. It's a glass bowl of potatoes. The MVP trophy is out here, too. The MVP not only gets a glass trophy, but a big gold chain as well. I'm not sure if it's real gold. I'm guessing not. But, yeah, it is ready to go. And it is on the NIU sideline right now, so maybe the trophy presenters know something. I don't know.
And there's probably a place on the plane ready for that trophy to sit down.
There's plenty of seats coming back. You know, when you get these flights home, we're glad to get back on the charter.
Yes.
Appreciate all the help with Dan Wolf. And we got to mention some of the behind the scenes with Chris Barker and Sean Frazier and Dan Wolf and Zach and equipment. All those guys, they've really treated us well. We appreciate all the hospitality, not just here in Boise, but what they do for us all season long.
Yeah, Dan Wolf, the way he moves a couple hundred people at once and has attention to detail, who's going to be where and when, is taking care of a couple hundred people is pretty amazing.
I think it's great that Terry Bonadonna asked for only blue M&Ms in his hotel room and somehow gets it. You know,
no doubt.
It's amazing. As we start this fourth quarter, 2nd and 5 for NIU. At their own 25, going left to right. Holtz just held it, and he's going to be taken down for a loss. Big-time play from Corey Foreman on the sack, and it's back to 3rd and 9 for the Huskies.
Definitely a design run once again. We know Holtz can run the football, loses 4 or 5 there. And again, Corey Foreman almost untouched. The junior out of Corona, California, transfer from USC. Started his career with the Trojans, playing for the Bulldogs now.
I have to apologize. Terry does not ask for blue M&Ms. They're red. Yeah. But, you know, it's fine. It still works out. We love him. 3rd and 8 for NIU. Back there on 22. 14-17 left. Holtz gets the snap. Has time. Now he's going to roll to his right on this 3rd down. He's got some space. Going to throw it deep. Near side, but it's just off the mark for McElroy. Just too wide on this near side for Andrew McElroy to make the catch as Holtz was throwing on the run to this near side. Incomplete. 4th down. NIU will punt with 14:08 to go in the 4th, tied at 13.
Pressure came from the backside. Holtz felt it. He did not. He got flushed out of the pocket pretty early on that would-be pass. Tried to do a little bit of improv. Was not there. Ran out of real estate. Did McElroy before he could set his feet down.
Tom Foley to our left. It's going to take an NIU bounce inside the 30-yard line here to our right. So it may not look pretty, but it's going to get the job done. It's still rolling, and now NIU will down it at the Bulldogs' 26-yard line. So, again, doesn't look pretty in the box score, but it works well for the Huskies as we start the 4th. 13:53 to go. Tied up at 13. It's a 50-yard punt.
That was the ugliest looking 50-yard punt you could imagine, but it definitely effective by Tom Foley, the senior graduate who has employment already lined up. That's what a degree does for you.
It is Joshua Wood, the quarterback, right in front of us. Near left hash at their own 25. Play action. Wood has time to throw. He's going to throw it deep on the near side. It's caught up to the 45. And guess who? Magdalena. Taken down at the 46. It's a gain of 21. 1st and 10 for Fresno State up to their own 47-yard line. They're going to go quick.
Galena, everything he has advertised.
Wood again in the gun. Looks like Huskies might bring some pressure. Profit comes up to the line. on the far side.
102 receiving yards for Delana.
Donaldson to the left of Wood in the gun on 1st and 10. Wood has time, throws slant, caught right between the hashes. Inside Husky territory, down at the 47-yard line. A catch made by Jordan Brown.
Jordan Brown he's only 5'9", but he's a well-schooled route runner. Find a soft spot right in the zone.
Gain of 6, 2nd and 4 for Fresno. Now at the Husky 47, going right to left. Ball set between the hashes.
Wood shows a stronger arm than we anticipated.
Wood puts Brown in motion. Now play action. Wood to the near side, throws, and it's deflected away on this near side by Jayshon Prophet. They were trying to get it to the near side to Brown, and Brown was open. That was a big play from Jayshon Prophet to be able to deflect it. Pass breakup, incomplete. 3rd and 4 for Fresno State. 12:34 to go in the 4th, tied at 13.
Prophet playing that Husky or that nickel position. Got that big left hand up just in a nick of time to knock that ball to the turf.
Yeah, Brown had some space. There's a big 3rd down play. 3rd and 4 for Fresno at the Husky 47. Wood gets the snap. Pressure coming. He pump fakes one, then throws it away, and it's going to be incomplete on the far side. On a flag. They're going to get Devontae O'Malley for a late hit.
Oh, my, that was way late flag.
O'Malley was coming in quick. Wood pump faked once. Then the pressure was coming again from another Husky. Or hopefully a hold.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 8. 15-yard penalty. That includes an automatic first down.
Let's see the replay here. Oh, my goodness gracious. Wood was in the air, and O'Malley kind of brought him down. First penalty of the game. And it's a big one. 15 yards down to the Huskies' 32-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 for Fresno State. We're tied 13-13 with 12:29 to go in the 4th. Bulldogs going right to left. Ball set between the hashes. Wood in the gun's got Gilliam to his left. 3 receivers set. Wood, play action. Pressure comes. Throws to Gilliam. Far side caught up to the 35, and he's taken out of bounds just inside the 30-yard line. Gain of 2. Bring up 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs. Huskies 30-yard line. Again, 13-13 the score here in the 4th.
That's about the 3rd or 4th time they put Gilliam out in the flat, trying to get him his speed in space.
Fresno State spreads it out. 4 receivers, 2 on each side on this 2nd and 8. Woods is going to run it. Now he gets the edge to the right, and he's taken out of bounds on the far side. He might just be a little short. He is about a yard short. Wood was going to run it straight to the right up the gut and kind of curled it to his right. He's down just short. It's like 3rd and inches for Fresno State. Under 12 to go here in the 4th. 13-13 here in Boise.
Muhammad Joey did a great job keeping his eyes. Christian Firm was trying to run him down from the backside, but Jamay did a good job coming up and keeping him short of the line to gain.
Ball set at the 23 of NIU, to our left on a 3rd and short for Fresno State. Wood is just going to run it to his right. He stood up. He's short. He didn't get it. He tried to angle right, and the Huskies stand him up. Nate Valcarcel was in there amongst other Huskies. Now it's 4th, and they'll call it 2.
Dolphin was there. Valcarcel was there. Good gang tackling. Another guy joined the party. That was Finley. It's actually a loss, if you will, of about a foot or 2. And they're trying to
see what they do here. It's 4th and 2 at the Husky 24. And it looks like they're going for it.
Yeah, you think you'd put points on the board, right? You would think, but no. They're going to try to stay in the drive.
To our left, and timeout NIU. Head coach Thomas Hammock's going to talk things over. 11:02 to go.
Timeout, Northern Illinois.
So a big 4th down coming here in Boise. Famous Idaho Potato Bowl. It'll be 4th and 2 for the Bulldogs at the Husky 24 when we come back. 11:02 to go, 4th quarter. 13-13, Bulldogs and Huskies. You're listening to NIU Husky football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Husky fans, on game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea hard iced tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. So don't forget, look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted, DeKalb. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
11:02 to go here in the fourth quarter. Boise, Idaho, Albertson Stadium. This is the 2024 famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Fresno State 13, Huskies 13. NIU looking to get a stop here on fourth down. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. Peyton Adams back in the network studios. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
WDKB DeKalb. A Midwest family station.
So 4th and 2 for the Bulldogs. To our left at the Husky 24-yard line. Again, 11:02 to play. Mark Lindo, I'm still a little surprised. Why not take the lead, get something here? But they have missed their last 2 field goals, and it's been to this left side.
Yeah, that's an interesting point that you make. They had 2 opportunities at the end of the half. One, they blocked the Husky punt, missed that field goal at the end, and they missed one right before that. One was a far one was a point-blank range, and they couldn't convert. That looms large. Now, as the Huskies are going to have the box stacked, actually, it'd be a great time for play-action pass, but I don't know if you'd risk that right now. It's going to be mano against mano up front. A lot of bodies up front in the box.
4th and 2 at the Husky 24. Ball set at the far right hash. Went under center. Play action. Looking to throw. Does. Near side. Incomplete. Too far. For the intended receiver, Richie Anderson. No flags. NIU will take over.
Yeah, that's what I told you. It was a good time for a play-action pass, but I didn't think they'd do it. I thought they'd play, we're going to push, see if you can shove. Instead, they go for the big play, and they don't make it. I actually like the call.
I don't.
But not the execution. You want them to run out.
Take points.
Strength against strength of NIU's defense.
You got to take the points. You take the three.
I'm talking, yeah. I would agree with that. I thought the points, too, but I meant once they went for it, I thought, that was a good call to go play action there.
So let's see if NIU can take advantage right here with 10:57 to play, tied at 13. Huskies go 4 receiver set, 3 to the near side. McElroy, Barnes, and Partridge to his near side. Holst in the gun on 1st and 10. Has Johnson to his left. Holtz, play action. Now he's just going to run to the far side, up to the 25, and he's just going to run out of bounds. I'd say about the 28-yard line. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5 for NIU. Under 11 minutes to go in the fourth, we're tied at 13.
Interesting, though, that obviously the coaches see something now because there's been, 3 or 4 designed Josh Holtz runs here the last couple series that we didn't see as much the first 2.5 quarters of this football game. So they're seeing something that they want to probe. And again, with the quarterback run package, you do indeed have that extra blocker out there. That time it was LaDon Bryant.
Clock is running, 10.5 to play in the fourth. Holtz on 2nd and 5. Ball set far left hash. Handoff, Telly Johnson Jr. Not much. He's able to push the pile forward past the 30. Gain of 2. Bring up 3rd and 3 for NIU.
Huskies are 3 out of 13 on 3rd down conversions. Obviously, that is less than stellar. And this is the team that comes in averaging 44%, which was in the top 2 or 3 in the Mid-America Conference. But they've been 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 most of the day today. This one's 3rd and 3, definitely manageable.
LaDon Bryant, the receiver to the far side. Tavis and Partridge to the near. On 3rd and 3, Huskies at their own 30 going left to right. Holst in the gun. Handoff, Gavin Williams tries to go right up the middle between the hash marks. They push the ball forward, and they get the first down up to the 34. Gavin Williams was stopped, but the offensive line wasn't, and they just pushed them forward. And it's enough for a first down for NIU.
You're right. The offensive line kept those legs going. But I absolutely love Gavin Williams as a football player. I mentioned the first half. I'm going to mention again. He can run. He can block. He makes good plays with his brains. Just a complete package is Gavin Williams, a great blocker out of the backfield as well.
1st and 10 for NIU up at the Husky 35. Holst looked to throw. Now he's just going to run. Runs right into one of his offensive linemen on the left side. Still able to get up to the 39. It's a gain of 4. He pump faked to the right, then ran to the left, ran into one of the big hogs up front.
Looked like a pinball. Bing, 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 bing. He just kept bouncing off bodies, and he actually bounced going a little bit forward.
He went off of Melkor. Evan Melkor's like, get out of my way, man. Melkor's just trying to make a play. So it's 2nd and 6 for the Huskies. 8:33 and counting in the 4th. 2nd and 6. Huskies at their own 39, going left to right. Ball set the far left hash. Telly Johnson in the backfield. Holst gets a shotgun snap. Has time. Looking to throw. He's going to run to the left and slides down, but they're going to start where he's going to mark down where they started the slide. So he started at the 42. It's a gain of 3, so we'll bring up 3rd and 3 for NIU. Josh had more time. He could have gotten a couple more yards there, but he was being safe. He had some space. Maybe right move, because coming quickly was Sidi Nomura. So here's another big 3rd down. Huskies up to their own 42, to our left, going left to right. Ball set the far left hash on a 3rd and 3.
Huskies with a lot of eye candy right now, a lot of shifts in motion.
Tight formation, 3 receivers to the near side. Holst in the gun. Gets it, throws. Near side caught. Gavin Williams, he's going to be taken down before the 40-yard line. Lost it. Play a couple of yards on that. They saw that coming. Williams just on a quick out to the near side. So it's to bring up 4th and 5 for NIU. 7:21 and counting. And NIU's going to keep the offense on at their own 40.
That was one of the few times all game Fresno State blitzed on that play.
Oh, and then a missed time. Holst clapped his hands. He picks it up. He throws to the near side. It's going to be incomplete. But there was timing was completely off at the beginning. There's a flag. Holst clapped his hands. Didn't expect. He kind of looked away, and the snap came right to his chest. It dropped. He just tried to run with it, tried to throw to the far near side here.
Grayson Barnes thinks this one's in favor of the Huskies. He's celebrating.
It is. It's an offsides on 4th down.
5-yard penalty. That results in a first
down. Oh, my goodness. Thank you.
I didn't need to wait for the referee. Gosh. I didn't need to wait for Marshall Lewis because Grayson Barnes was doing a victory dance down there.
So that's why the snap came, because they saw he was offsides. Schernitz just snapped it. Holst had no idea it was coming.
That was nothing but a weird play. I'm glad you were the play-by-play guy, because I wouldn't have wanted to describe that play. It was nuts.
It came quickly, and Holst just tried to do something, but the flag gives NIU a first down. It was 4th and 5 for NIU. So now the Huskies at their own 45. Ball set the near left hash. Huskies going left to right. 7:09 to play in the 4th. We're tied. Handoff to the near side. It's Telly Johnson Jr. He's got some space. 45 down to the 38-yard line of Fresno State. Telly Johnson Jr. on a nice one. They're going to mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 16. Move the chase for NIU. Under 7 to play in the 4th. Tied at 13, but the Huskies are working it down the field.
Well, they get the first down on the penalty, and then they get, obviously, the biggest seam of the day for Telly Johnson Jr. to run through. 16 carries, 44 yards. That one for 16. Huskies move the sticks. They are indeed a little bit of momentum now. That's their 21st first down of the afternoon.
That Fresno's 39 to our right. Holst in the gun. Play action. Now Holst is just going to run. He's got some space. 35, 30. He's taken down right at the 30. He took a shot at the 30. He's down there. It's gain of 9. 2nd and 1 for NIU. To the Bulldogs, 30. Ball set right between the hashes.
C.D. Nomura, once again, the tackler. First team, all Mountain West. He has over 100 tackles on the year. 33 games he played at USC. Started every game for them. And he's getting ready for Christmas. He got a daughter at home that she'll be ready for Santa Claus to come after this bowl game.
Holst was holding that ball with 2 hands on 2nd and 1 at Fresno's 30. Handoff, Telly Johnson. Cuts up at the left hash. Breaks 1 tackle. Gets it down to the 27-yard line, but that's enough for a first down for NIU. 5:40 and counting in the 4th. We're tied 13-13.
You wanted another long drive. This one started with 10:57 to go in the football game. It's down to 5:27. Huskies have had the ball 5 minutes mark in this drive, which could be potentially game-winning points.
And this drive started after the Husky defense got a stop on 4th down. Holtz in the pistol. Now in the gun is Johnson moves to his right. On 1st and 10, Fresno's 27. Johnson gets the handoff, goes to the far side, breaks the tackle down to the 20, inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. He juked one Bulldog. Gain of 9. Bring up 2nd and 1 for NIU on a nice run to the far side for Telly Johnson Jr.
He's a little shake and bake right now, able to throw his hips, showed great balance there, sidestep one man, put the buried the cleat in the dirt, cut back to the outside. Huskies marching and taking their time doing so. Offensive line and running game right now in sync with each other.
NIU now with 155 rushing yards, total yards 321. The Fresno State's 253 on 2nd and 1 at Fresno's 18 to our right. Holtz keeps it. Tried to spin out of a tackle, could not. Good tackle, and guess who on that one? CV Nomura makes the play. Loss of 2. Bring up 3rd and 3.
Nomura now, Andy, unfortunately, 10 solos, 11 overall for the first time All Mountain West. And the second team All Mountain West, Malachi Langley, has 9 tackles of his own. That is as formidable linebacker group as you can find.
Give me a handoff, Jalen Poe. Up the middle is going to be short for first down. It's going to be up 4th down and short for Jalen Poe. Got the handoff. Oof. Again, now NIU in the situation that we talked about with Fresno State. Do you put points on the board or do you go for it? It looks like NIU's going for it. On 4th and 1 at Fresno's 18. Ball set on the far left hash. And now they're going to bring in.
I think this is the right call. Woodall's been good today. And let's call it as it is. You have the best defense in the MAC. You have one of the best defenses in the country. You have a defense that's not out of points since the first quarter. Go ahead and give them the lead if you can.
It's a 35-yard attempt. Ball set just inside the far left. It's the snap, hold. Kick is up. The kick is no good. Wide right. And we remain tied in Boise. Timeout on the field. Huskies had a chance to take the lead. They could not. And we'll come back. The Bulldogs will have it with 3:02 to go in the 4th in Boise, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. 13-13, Fresno State and NIU. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
Right now at Old National, we have a $450 checking bonus.
Sign me up. But why is that hockey player standing there?
I'm here for the checking.
Well, for a bonus that big, bring on the checking.
Sir, no need to brace yourself against the wall.
It's bank checking.
I knew that.
Earn up to a $450 bonus when you open a checking account and complete qualifying activities within 90 days of account opening. Another reason to get old. Old National, where relationships and results matter. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through January 31st, 2025. Visit oldnational.com/checking.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th-string quarterback, and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. Coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
3:02 to go in the 4th quarter here in Boise. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo here in the booth. Peyton Adams back in the network studios as we go down to Terry Bonadonna. And Terry, we've seen a little bit of everything. And I said it at the beginning of the game, I'll say it now. With 3:02 to go, all the potatoes are still on the line.
They still are. You know, everything you said before the game is accurate. You said Grayson Barnes has got to have a good game. He has. Mark said he's looking for 200 yards rushing. They're on the verge of maybe getting that if they get the ball back and have another good drive. You're looking for one more turnover, and, you know, one more turnover might clinch the game for either side, but it has been wild down here, and it has been a lot of fun just as a spectator. And I think today has really shown what bowl season is all about. You have two teams that let's face it, have been decimated by the transfer portal. But both of the teams, the guys that are here, they want this game badly. And you can see it both in their demeanor on the sideline and the way they're playing on the field. And, whichever way this one goes, this has really been a great college football game.
Once again, Cardiac Canines, a one-score game. We see it week after week after week. 6 out of 12 this year. But the last few years, that seems like all it is NIU playing one-score games. 61 of those, 61 since 2015. And here we are again. Defensively, can you create a turnover? We thought they need to be +1. And I look for Devontae O'Malley to be a factor here in a would-be pass situation somewhere in this drive for Fresno State. 3:02 to go. Get on the edge of your seats because you're going to have a bumpy ride home.
Fresno State's going to go with Joshua Wood. The sophomore will get this drive on 1st and 10 from their own 20, going right to left. Ball set far right hash. Wood, handoff Donaldson up the middle, up to the 25-yard line. Gain of 5 from Bryson Donaldson. Under 3 to play here in the 4th, tied at 13.
42 yards rushing for Donaldson. Interesting, they went with the run. Obviously, they think they have last ball here. If they can run the football for a couple first downs, then get into their 2-minute.
Wood back in the gun on 2nd and 5 up to their own 25. Wood, little option, pitch to Donaldson. Near side, cuts it up to the 35, breaks a tackle, 45-50, up to the, 47-yard line before the 50-yard line, 48-yard line of NIU. But little option play that time to Donaldson to the near side. Gain of 22, and we've got an injury for NIU. And it is Cade Haberman.
Cade Haberman.
What a year he's had.
Yeah, he's what a career he's had. Just a fine young man. Incredible off-the-field leader. Does so many things from a volunteer standpoint. Wants to go into coaching. Very solid young man on and off the field. 22-yard gain there. That's the first time we've seen option.
Player. Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 2:20. The play clock will be set to 40 seconds. The clock will start on my signal.
So right now, if you're...
And Haberman's getting up right now, which is good. Not getting a lot of help. He's coming on his own 2 feet to the near sideline.
If you're Tim Skipper, coaching his last game after being the coach all year through this 6-6, you're going to get a 40-second snap clock. So if you decide to start utilizing the fact that the ball is in your possession, they can take this down to about 145 or so, 155 before they have to snap the football.
Well, you're going to get the 2-minute timeout.
Oh, that's correct. Yep.
So that will stop that. But do they want to? They're not going to take. They're just going to let it run to that 2-minute timeout. They're at their own 48.
Yep.
It'll be 1st and 10.
Good clock management taking place right here.
Fresno State has all 3 timeouts. NIU with 2, and they will get the 2-minute timeout.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
We will take it with them. Final 2 minutes coming up from Boise. Famous Idaho Potato Bowl. It's the Huskies and Fresno State tied at 13. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law from Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
The Husky Athletic Fund is proud to support Husky football and NIU's 400 student athletes across all 17 sport programs. Husky Athletic Fund donors make a positive impact on the success of NIU student athletes in competition, in the classroom, and in the community. Join the Husky Athletic Fund today. Call 815-753-1923 or go online to huskyathleticfund.com. Go Huskies!
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Constantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at ConstantinoLaw.net.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
Exactly 2 minutes to play here in Boise, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Fresno State 13, Huskies 13. Fresno State's got it at their own 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. back on the sidelines down there. Terry Bonadonna and Peyton Adams. Great job by Peyton Adams all year. WDKB 94.9, our flagship station, our network. And again, Huskies, as you talked about before we came back from the break, Mark, you got to get something here on this first down for Fresno. You got a negative play or an incompletion. You got to get something here if you're NIU defense, not to give them a good start here in this first down.
Yeah, you got to get behind the 6 so that you put Wood in a must-pass situation, which allows your pass rush to be much more formidable. Right now, Huskies got to play both run and pass in their front 7. It's a whole different ballgame if you get a first down negative play or just hold them to very little yardage. If you're Fresno State right now, you're thinking 30-yard line. That's your goal, 30-yard line, which would be a 47-yard potential game-winning field goal. If they got to the 35 with very little time left, you'd probably see a long 50-yarder. So there's still some real estate to get if you're Fresno, and there's still play to be made if you're NIU's defense. Roy Williams, Pierce Hopong on the 2 edge rushers. Can you get the job done?
Damon Taylor, Devontae O'Malley in that interior for this play on 1st and 10 for Fresno at their own 48. 2 minutes to play. We're tied at 13. It will be Wood in the gun for Fresno in the all red jerseys and pants, red helmets. Put Anderson in motion to the far side. Wood waits for the snap. Gets it. He's going to keep it. Gets past midfield up to the 49 of NIU. It'll be a gain of 3 on first down. 2nd and 7 for Fresno State. 145 and counting at the Husky 49. I don't think they'll be doing any passing. I think this is all run right now. Wood back in the gun, letting the time run. 133 and counting. Wood gets the snap. He's looking to throw. He still has time. Under pressure throws. Near side caught. Delana makes a cut at the 35. Check that. 35 down to the 32-yard line for Mac Delana. Delana just found himself open. It's a gain for Fresno State down to the 32 it's a gain of 16 for Fresno State. Clock continues around 120, 119. They're at the Husky 32 now. Wood again in the gun. Looks to the far sideline. Now see if they want to change it up. They do. They change the formation. 3 receivers set to the far side. 1 receiver to the near. Wood gets the snap. A little option again to the right. And then pitches off to Donaldson to the far side. Christian Furman takes him down. Not before Donaldson gets to the 27-yard line. And Furman is hurt on the far side. He's holding his right knee. So it was an option play. Wood ran it for a little bit and then pitched it back to Donaldson on the far
Second
side.
timeout, Northern Illinois. This would be a 30-second timeout. Correction, timeout on the field. Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 59 seconds, 59 seconds.
So it's 2nd and 5 now for Fresno State. We'll take the timeout. 59 seconds to go in the 4th as they take a look at Christian Furman on the far side. And it's coming down to the final minute here in the 4th quarter in Boise in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. 59 seconds to play. We're tied at 13. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network. From Payne to Wagner.
Hey, Husky fans. On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea hard iced tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea hard iced tea. So don't forget, look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted, DeKalb. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Ho, welcome to the Make It Jingle with Kris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyota thoughts.
Hi.
So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 2nd. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyota Fund, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
Well, if it's NIU football, you know it's a one-score game. You know it's going to be close. And it is. With 59 seconds to go in the 4th here in Boise. famous Idaho Potato Bowl, 13-13. Bulldogs, Huskies. Again, Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines, and Peyton Adams back in the network studios as Christian Furman did come back on his own. No, not much help to this near sideline if he was hurt. NIU did call the timeout, so it's 2nd and 5 for Fresno State at the Husky 27-yard line to our left as we're tied up.
Fresno State has not hit the scoreboard since 1:08 to go in the first quarter. Huskies pitch a second quarter shutout, pitch a third quarter shutout, have pitched a shutout for 14 minutes here in quarter number 4. But Fresno State already in what would be long field goal range here on a drive that started on their own 20 with 3:02 to go after the Huskies missed a field goal attempt with 3:02 to go to try to go ahead.
So we come out of the timeout. Huskies have one timeout, Fresno State with all 3. On the 2nd and 5 for Fresno State to our left at the Husky 27. Ball set at the far right hash. Wood in the gun. It's got Donaldson to his right. On the boundary side. 2 receivers to the near, 1 to the far. Brown in motion to the far side. Wood gets the snap. Handoff Donaldson. He breaks 1 tackle on his feet down to the 16. Oh, we almost took it to the house. It's a first down, though, for Fresno State. Under a minute to play. Under 50 seconds to play. And clock will run. Donaldson had a chance to be taken down in the backfield. Broke the tackle and got taken down at the 17. So it's 1st and 10 for Fresno State. 43 seconds to go. Wood in the gun, using the time up. Handoff Donaldson. Got angles to his left, taken down at the 15-yard line. Devontae O'Malley, Quinn Erweiler on those tackles. But again, Huskies only have 1 timeout left. 24 seconds, 23 seconds. Ball set the near left hash. It's 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs at the Husky 15. We may true 1 more play here.
Yeah, they're going to just set this ball up where they want it.
Yep. 10 seconds. Wood under center. Wood will, again, just take the snap and kneel it down right between the hashes. Timeout, Bulldogs with 4 seconds to play. And Fresno State will try to win it on a field goal.
Second charge timeout, Fresno State. This will be a 30-second timeout.
NIU has been so good blocking field goals this year.
Cade Haberman is the main man in that.
Correction, that is their first charge timeout.
Dylan Lynch has missed 2 today, both of in the last 20 seconds of the first half.
And both to this side.
Yes.
To our left. So it'll be about a 34-yarder. Ball set at the 17.
34 yards.
34-yarder. Fresno State try to walk off the famous Idaho Potato Bowl trophy.
Huskies champions last year in Montgomery, Alabama, with that bowl championship, trying to go back-to-back. Defense, like I said, is once again, they have not given up a touchdown the second half. The defense averages 6.5 points a game allowed in this entire football season. Fresno State trying to score 3 to win right here.
Cade Haberman is in. Yep. As Fresno State will come out to our left. Ball set again right between the hashes. They're going to call the 35-yarder. Fresno State trying to take the lead late in the 4th. Dylan Lynch, the lefty, sets it up. To our left, 4 seconds left. 35-yard. Snap, hold. Kick is up. The kick is no good! No good! No good! And we are going to overtime in Boise.
Unbelievable chip shot. You would think field goal. But no, Huskies are alive with a little bit of bite left in them. 3 missed field goals for the Fresno State Bulldogs.
It was wide left. It was off at the start.
Oh, my.
Oh, my goodness. We go to overtime, and one of the Huskies is coming off
Valcarcel.
Yeah. I think he tried to make the leap, and we're going to overtime.
How about the Huskies having a makeable field goal to go ahead with 3 minutes to go, and then Fresno, their best drive by far.
Timeout on the field.
That was our best drive of the entire game, basically churning clock and real estate. And instead, 2 key missed field goals, one by either side with the last 3 minutes of this game.
I'll talk to Peyton now. Peyton, you have a next overtime break that you want to take here. We can take it if you want. Let's take the timeout. We will come back for overtime in Boise. Why not go to overtime for the famous Idaho Potato Bowl? Stay with us. You're not going anywhere. Overtime 13-13, NIU Fresno State. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
How do you give hope to a child in the foster care system? It starts with your heart. That tug you feel in yours when you hear that children are waiting for a stable, loving voice to speak up for their best interests. And then it becomes your time. What started out as a feeling that maybe you could make a difference becomes the difference. Change a child's story. There is a child waiting for a volunteer like you.
Learn more about becoming a CASA advocate in DeKalb County at casadekalb.org or by calling 815-895-2052.
The Kishwaukee Special Recreation Association, or KSRA, enriches the lives of people with all abilities with any level of support for success, focusing on goal-driven, diverse recreational opportunities. We are welcoming and open. We help cultivate authentic connections. We ensure community involvement. And most importantly, we bring the fun. We work with 5 park districts throughout DeKalb, Ogle, and Kendall counties, but we will serve anyone who wants to have fun. For more information, you can find us online at kishsra.org.
NIU women's basketball lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
Overtime here in Boise as Mark Lindo. It's going to be fun. We go down to Terry Bonadonna. You know, Terry, they call this the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, but this might be the infamous far left goalpost here to our left.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the goalposts are too narrow. They're brand new. They were just installed earlier this week because when Boise State won the Mountain West Championship game a couple of weeks ago, the fans stormed the field, knocked over the goalposts. We were told before the game they were actually planning on removing those goalposts at the end of the season anyway. And so now they had to bring in a new set just for one game. And through 4 quarters, Cannon Woodle is the only man ever to make a field goal into those specific goalposts.
Terry's going to go over to, you know who's trying to knock down those goalposts early? Is Dylan Lynch.
Yeah.
The field goal kicker for Fresno State.
Huskies, 1 overtime game this year. Want to forget it, but 23-20 loss against Buffalo. Fresno State, 0 overtime games.
Terry's out at midfield. JJ Lippy. Oh, hope we win the toss here.
Got to.
Big. 13-13.
No, you're the visitor. What's your call? It's called heads. Call is heads. It is heads.
That's right, JJ Lippy. We want it. Now they'll talk about what side of the field.
Nobody wants to go that way.
Yeah, you're right.
Go on defense.
Yeah.
Fresno
We're
State
gonna
will
go to the
into
right.
that end zone. Good luck, gentlemen.
That's right. So now we get the coin toss, which means NIU will play defense. First, we'll know what we have to do.
Gotta love winning that coin toss. Absolutely huge. I'd like to know the analytics as far as the percent, but I know you're definitely favored if you get to be on the defensive side first.
Let's go 7-8 overtimes.
No, let's go win it in 1.
So this overtime, again, the teams will start at the 25. Regular drive, score, or try field goal. You've seen what Fresno State's done in this 4th quarter offensively. What do you got to watch for if you're the NIU defense, Mark?
Well, I think what Fresno State did on that last drive is that option game was something that they didn't probably prepare too much for, the Huskies. They put Wood in that option game, didn't use it in the first half, and right now responsibility of pitchman and quarterback becomes important. But again, first down is so important. If you get them behind the sticks, you're in an enviable situation if you're NIU's defense.
So it's Wood, the quarterback. He gets a snap. He's looking to throw. Has time, throws. Far side caught. That's Donaldson at the 20 to the 15 on the far side. Donaldson was wide open. And they're going to mark him down at the 14. So that's a first down for the Bulldogs.
A lot of cushion allowed by Donaldson. A lot of time by Wood on that particular play.
Furman was on the far side to make the tackle. So it's 1st and 10 in overtime for Fresno. At the Husky 14 to our right. Ball set at the far left hash. Donaldson in motion to the far side. Wood, play action. Throws a little dump pass to Anderson, far side. He's taken down inside the 10, though, at the 9. Richie Anderson, the tight end, redshirt freshman. Gets inside the 10 of NIU to the 9. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for Fresno State. Again, overtime here in Boise.
No game clock. Snap clock obviously is in effect.
See if NIU can get a stop. 3 receivers set to this far side, near side. Delaina's in the slot on the near side on the 2nd and 5. Fresno at the Husky 9. Wood. Collapse. Blitz is coming. Huskies come with the pressure. They throw. It's a wide open pass to the far side touchdown. Donaldson. Huskies brought the all blitz. Donaldson got the touchdown to the far side from 9 yards out. And it's now Fresno State 19, Huskies 13, PAT to come.
Donaldson from Wood, wide open on the far side. Huskies did indeed bring the pressure. Nobody home on the back end. That was a breakdown schematically.
That was a wide open look to the far side. Oh, here's Lynch. Try to get the PAT. Make it a 7-point lead for Fresno State. First overtime. To our right. Snap. Hold. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So it's 20-13. Fresno State. NIU now will get the ball at the Bulldogs 25.
Bad news is they're on the board. The good news is you know that everything you're doing now is 4 plays. That's an advantage in that situation, that you know you have 4 play calls to get a first down each. To get it inside the 15 and inside the 5 and so on.
What do you think NIU does if they get the end zone, the touchdown? You think you go for 2?
That was probably predetermined in a meeting that was, I was going to say Friday night, but got my days mixed up. That probably would have been Saturday night's meeting. We're not privy to that. You got to get there first, Andy Garcia, right?
Gavin Williams is the lone back. Pulse under center. At the Bulldogs 25. Holtz fumbles the snap. It's a backwards pass. It's a throw. Demopoulos. End zone. Touchdown. No, incomplete. He had it. It was a backwards pass to Demopoulos. Demopoulos threw it to Applegate in the end zone on the far side. Went through his hands. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
That's something that they have worked on. We actually anticipated seeing that. And he just couldn't hold on. Applegate just couldn't hold on.
He went to the ground with it. And then it came out of his hands.
Ruling on the field is that the quarterback was not down when he picked up the ball and subsequently threw a backward pass. Previous plays under further review.
So are they, I think.
Jake Applegate had in his hands.
Right, but are they looking?
If it would be down.
That Holst went down to a knee, and would have lost.
I'm going to bring Terry Bonadonna in. Terry, what do you see on that?
Yeah, I thought actually that Holst, after he fumbled the snap, bent down to pick it up, and to me, it looked like his knee touched the ground as he was picking the ball up. So they're going to review it right now. If that's the case, it's a loss of about 4 or 5 yards on the play. If the play stands as called, it will be 2nd and 10, but it's going to be 2nd down either way for NIU.
You mentioned it, Mark. We were looking for that play, and it wasn't the cleanest, but Applegate just not able to make the catch in the end zone. Still 2nd and 10.
After review, the quarterback was down when he picked up the ball from the ground. By rule, the ball will be placed there at that spot. 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
I'm going to say 27, so it's a loss of 2. So it's 2nd and 12 for NIU back at the Bulldogs 27-yard line. To our right. Again, this is overtime. 2013 Fresno State. They scored a touchdown on the first drive.
After not scoring a touchdown or any points since the first quarter.
They had a 35-yard field goal to win it at the end of regulation. They missed it wide left. Huskies trying to count him back and answer. Holst in the pistol. Tully Johnson Jr. behind him. Play action. Holst looking to throw. Middle of the field. Caught! Should be enough for a first down, and it's Dane Partridge from Between the Hashes. Down at the 16. Move the chains for NIU. Here in overtime.
Really nice throw by Josh Holst. 17 out of 28 right now, and a touchdown and an interception. That one, he was poised in the pocket, and then possession by Dane Partridge. Good route right in the seam of the zone.
Ball set closer to the far left hash. 1st and 10 at the Bulldogs 14 in overtime. Huskies down by 7. Holst waits for the shotgun snap. Has it. He holds it. He's got it. He's running to the far side. 10, 5, taken down at the 5. And they're going to calm down at the 6. Nice gain, though, on first down. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2. It's a gain of 8. Again, this is overtime number 1. Huskies have to score and get the PAT or go for 2.
Lampion Barnes in. Tavis out, Partridge out.
What are you doing here, Mark?
Second down. I'm going my run game. My back off my best line play.
At the 6 for the Bulldogs. 2nd and 2 for NIU. Pulse in the pistol. Looking to throw. Fade to the far side. Deflected away. They tried to get to Barnes. Deflected by Fresno State. Man, that was up for grabs, too, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I do like the fact that when they passed it,
Lowell
they went
moves
to Barnes.
on the coverage.
Yeah.
So it's 3rd down and 2.
See, now you have to think first down first here on this call. Yeah, they took one shot because it was only 2nd down. 1-on-1 on the fade to the far pylon.
So it's 3rd and 2 at the Bulldogs 6. Ball set far left hash. Holtz in the pistol. Reverse. Demopoulos to the near side. He's looking to throw. He is now. He's going to throw, and it's behind the intended receiver, Tavis. Incomplete. There's a flag in the end zone. It's a hold.
It had to be a hold
on
in the end
Fresno
zone.
State. So Huskies going trickery in the overtime here. So you're going to get a hold. So it'll be 1st and
Prior to
goal.
the pass, holding defense number 11. After this is the goal line, that includes an automatic first down.
Well, Huskies came with 2 basically chicanery type plays, if you will. Both of them were open. That was wide open. But one reason it was incomplete is because of the hold in the end zone. As soon as you said flag in the end zone, you know it's going to be a hold crossing pattern.
So this is overtime. Fresno State up 20-13. Huskies need a score in the PAT. Ball set at the far left hash at the 3-yard line. It's 1st and goal for NIU at the 3 to our right.
4 shots at it from here.
Barnes in motion to the near side. Holtz looking to throw. Has time. Throws. Near side. It's Barnes. Touchdown NIU from 3 yards out. Leaping grab for Grayson Barnes. And now, does NIU try for 2 or try for 1? They're going to try for 1.
Barnes, he's the main man. They went target him on the far side. Then they target him here. Another well-thrown ball by Holst.
So NIU will line up for the PAT to try to take it to a 2nd overtime. 2019 Fresno State. Barnes will be the hold. Halffield the snap. The kick is up. The kick is good. We go to overtime. Number deuce.
Why not? Who wants to catch a plane? Not yet. Let's stay here for some more football.
2nd overtime coming. And now NIU will have first possession. 2020.
That's your vision, 2020? What's your vision on this 2nd overtime?
You got to put the pressure on. That was a... So now NIU will have it back at the 25. They're going to stay on this side, I believe. Or are they going to... Officials talking it over. 2020. Good to see Grayson Barnes go out like that. I guess they thought, you know what? We're going to take it to another overtime. That was quick. There was nothing on that one.
No decision. Like I said, that decision was made a couple days ago. Interesting, the Huskies basically came out more of a pass mode in their series there than they did the run mode, which is their bread and butter.
Yeah. So, 2nd overtime, NIU, they're going to stay on this right side to our right. NIU will have it at the Bulldogs 25, 2020. I don't want the season to end.
No, neither of these two teams.
But I do want to get home for Christmas.
You asked for 7 overtimes. Be careful.
Holtz under center. Johnson, the running back. Receiver in motion. It's a jet sweep to the near side. They're going to throw it to Demopoulos. Tries to throw it to Partridge. Touchdown near side. Demopoulos finds Partridge 25 yards out, and NIU takes the lead 26-20 in the 2nd overtime.
That's something they worked on with Demopoulos throwing that ball, and I kept saying, go, 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 because that ball was in the air forever.
A floater.
It was in the air forever. But a touchdown pass, it was indeed.
It took one play for NIU to take the lead in overtime number 2. It was a floater, but it worked as Demopoulos finds Partridge. Touchdown from 25 yards out. And now they're going to go for 2 because in the 2nd overtime, you have to go for 2. Holst will be in the gun. It'll come from the 3-yard line. Ball set right between the hashes. Huskies have to go for 2 in the 2nd overtime. Holst has Williams to his left. Now Partridge in motion. To jet sweep, reverse to the near side. Another throw. Caught. Holst. Touchdown. The throw from Demopolis. Demopolis on the reverse finds Holst on the near side. The 2-point conversion is good. And NIU leads 28-20 in overtime number 2.
What execution. The bag of tricks is not empty. They keep going deeper and deeper into the bag of tricks. And Demopolis, what a great opportunity. He puts Partridge in motion. Then the reverse Partridge to Demopolis. Back to Holst for the 2-point conversion. So you're following us again. Partridge to Demopolis. Demopolis to Holst. Holst, 2 points. Huskies 28-20 here in OT number 2.
Now let's see if NIU can get a stop in this second overtime. Again, the Bulldogs start to our right at the Huskies 25. The trick plays galore here in Boise. And you can see the Husky bench pumped up. It is Wood, the quarterback for Fresno State. They change the formation, bring 2 Bulldogs to the right of the line. Wood gets the shotgun snap. Play action. He rolls to his right, looking to throw middle of the field, and it's incomplete. It's out of the hands of the intended receiver. And that is Lyndon Rivar. And a big hit coming too from NIU. Nate Valcarcel coming in to just knock it out.
That ball popped in the air. Remember, any kind of turnover wins the game as well. Valcarcel can put a hat on a defender right on that football to jar it loose.
Rivar had it in his hands. It was jarred away. 2nd and 10. Second overtime. NIU up by 8, 28-20. Fresno State's got to score. 2nd and 10. Ball set the far left hash. Wood keeps it. He's taken down quickly. Pierce Opong with a nice game. They're going to mark him just inside the 25. Not much of a gain. Pierce Opong with a nice game. The redshirt junior from Bloomington, Minnesota.
Huskies 2 plays away defensively from winning the famous Idaho Potato Bowl in double overtime. First things first on this 3rd and 9. Do you bring pressure or play base? I think Nick Benedetto will bring base with the lead that he has.
3 receivers to the near side. Anderson, the tight end, moves to the left of the line. Also Donaldson to the left of Wood in the gun on 3rd and 9 from the 24. Wood gets the snap. Pressure coming. He does have time. He rolls to his right. No one is open right now. Here comes Haberman. Wood just directing traffic. Wood's going to throw it to the end zone. It is incomplete. They were trying to go Rivar. There were a couple Huskies there against Rivar. Wood had plenty of time. Throws near side end zone, incomplete. And it comes down to this. 4th and 9 for Fresno State at the Husky 24. Huskies up 28-20 in double overtime.
Don't go away if you're on the edge of your seat. Once again, you're in the right place for Husky football as the adrenaline is pumping here in Boise. A championship trophy to be won 1 play from now.
Now, if you're NIU, I bring the pressure.
You gotta make sure you protect the 15-yard line. That's what Bulldogs need to extend this football game.
4th and 9 for Fresno State. Timeout, Bulldogs.
Timeout, Fresno State. This will be a 30-second timeout.
NIU 1 stop away from winning the 2024 famous Idaho Potato Bowl, and head coach Thomas Hammock being doused with French fries.
Interesting scheme right now that they will draw up. You think you got a 4-man base? That's obvious. Anything underneath the 15-yard line, you'll let them drop you'll drop into coverage, let them catch the ball and make a tackle.
Fresno State at the end of regulation drove down the field. They attempted a 35-yard field goal right between the hashes and went wide left. First overtime, both teams scored. Second overtime, NIU with a little trickery.
Well, what have they ran? Like 3-4 plays on the bag of tricks here in the overtime and double overtime.
Huskies up by 8, and it comes down to a 4th and 9 for the Bulldogs at the NIU 24-yard line to our right.
I'll tell you what, how creative has Thomas Hammett been this whole football game, but especially in the second overtime. Here we go, Andy Garcia. Have a great call.
On 4th and 9 for all the potatoes. Wood waits for the snap. Donaldson in motion. 3 receiver set. Checked out a 4 receiver set. 3 to the near side, 1 to the far. On 4th and 9 in double overtime. Wood gets the snap. Pressure coming. He's taken down. The sack, and NIU wins. in double overtime. The sack to finish it off. The potato sack for NIU. The Huskies knock off Fresno State and the dousing of the French fries to Thomas Hammock. The final score in Boise, Idaho in the 2024 famous Idaho Potato Bowl. NIU 28, Fresno State 20 in double overtime.
What a finish it was. You would not expect it to be anything from a sack to win the football game. Jordan Hansen, the old man off the edge. He came from the safety position, timed it up perfect. Not a chance for Wood to throw the football, but a great chance for the Huskies to take home a trophy.
The Huskies are throwing the French fries. Head coach Thomas Hammock was doused. Now they're just throwing the French fries around. Terry Bonadonna is going to try to gather some guys up if he wants. We'll have the presentation on the stage as NIU comes to Boise, and they win their second straight bowl game, 28-20 in double overtime.
What a game it was. And the NIU offense in overtime, its second overtime, pulled out everything you could pull out at the right time.
A sack to finish it off in the Potato Bowl.
And then utter mayhem took place as it was almost like you see the guys leaning over a dugout in a baseball game. Yeah. The guys on 4th and 9, they were ready to run. They were running out there.
Terry, get Nate Valcarcel. Valcarcel's right there. You can get Nate.
What a hit.
See if Nate will talk to us just for a second. Terry Bonadonna with Nate Valcarcel.
Thanks, Andy. I'm standing here with Nate Valcarcel. Nate, back-to-back bowl game champions. What does that mean to you?
No, it's a blessing. I'm glad the 30 teams of us got out here with the win. We started off kind of slow, but we ended up strong. And I'm just proud of these guys and how far they came.
I don't know what your halftime meetings are like, but the second half of every game seems like you are unstoppable defensively. What flipped the switch today?
I think just